perfect opening.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This week on Humpcast, Marvel Netflix show's cancellation wasn't Marvel. We get a first look at Dark Crystal sequel, Swiper, no swiping, Spider-Verse news, NASA bomb, and let's go to Lebowski Bar. Man, you're listening to Humpcast.
Hit it already.
Woo! Oh, what is that?
Sorry.
Welcome to Humpcast, everybody, the show where a couple of buds get buzzed and get closer to bidding 2018 ta-ta as we sip on some holiday rum cha-ta. My name is Garrett Lee.
I'm Ryan D.
And today we have Ms. Rossyo Ortiz.
What's up?
Hello.
Aquí.
Hey, I gotta say.
Oh, also, if you don't know who this man is, because he hasn't been here forever, Ryan D. sometimes likes to co-host this show.
Yeah. Hey, sorry guys. I've been. I wish it was vacation, but I've been busy.
It's we're not going on vacation quite yet.
You know what I was gonna say is I gotta give you props, man. We've been doing the show 5 years now.
Yes.
And you're getting more creative with the introductions every week.
Hey.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate
Good
that.
job.
Thank you so much. Just like every episode, we start off with an alcoholic beverage of some sort. Today, we actually have a ton on the table, to be honest. I didn't want any of us to go thirsty or get up. First off,
Never go thirsty.
First off, I brought this out for Ryan, which actually was brought to me by Rossyo, so it goes full circle right here.
Oh, yeah, you haven't tried any of them?
No.
No.
I'm going to actually let Rossyo tell you what you're drinking.
Well, first of all, I'm getting fucked up on this Pellegrino.
That's true.
I need some of that, too.
Shout out to one of my friends for leaving an entire case of Pellegrino at my house.
Shout out.
Shout out that chick.
Sorry, it's gone now.
It's in me.
Rossyo, what is he drinking?
So you're about to have some hard frescoes. They are a fruit fermented beer. And taste along the lines of like a cider. And it would be if we brewed it with apples, if apples were part of the fruit batch, but they're not. This one specifically is the Jamaica one. So all it is hibiscus flowers.
Interesting.
And and yeast and sugar, and CO2.
So it's a Jamaica beer.
Jamaica beer.
And it's like light in calories and stuff.
Light in calories, I guess.
Because Ryan's trying to watch his
Depends
figure.
on what you think is light. I go heavy on the calories.
Well, yeah, I mean,
But it is light. It's
I'm
light
a
in
huge
sugar.
beer drinker.
No,
so
read the stuff. There's the nutrition label.
nutrition facts. Only 135 calories. That's actually not bad.
It's better than a Coke.
Yeah.
Well, damn
Coke
true.
is like fucking 500 or something, isn't it?
Coke.
I was like, when I have Coke, it takes calories off.
Oh shit!
That's Diet Coke.
Oh, it's Diet Coke.
That's Coke Zero.
That's what it's labeled. It's like,
Yes.
You want some Coke or you want some Diet?
Some
Coke?
Diet Coke.
Yeah, and so let's see what you think about it.
Yeah.
Give it a little sippy sip.
Oh man, that's fucking good.
Good.
Nice.
It tastes like a wine cooler.
Kind of. This one specifically.
It's
Yeah.
almost 6% alcohol too.
That's good.
The Jamaica
Where
one
can I
does.
get these? Are these like on the shelves?
They're
They're
on the
they are. I found them in
shelves.
Target.
Oh, well, I'm going to Target.
Target,
Yeah.
Bevmo, Verdugo.
Dude, fuck yeah.
Vallarta. I don't
Yeah.
know why I said Verdugo.
And they're
Soon
they're brewed in Mexico and California
And Washington.
and Washington.
Oh, the light is too blinding.
Yeah,
It's this can. It looks like a Budweiser can.
No, it doesn't.
But it's like a Mexican Budweiser. It's Budweiser. There it is. You can check it out. It actually does, now that I think about
It
it.
looks like a Budweiser can.
Kind of, because just this one, because it's red.
Yeah.
The different color, like the Tamarindo's green, and then there's like the Cola one blue.
And then we have a couple tall boys. We
Yeah.
have the horchata ale in a
Dude.
in the 12-ounce can.
Can you please get me some more of that?
I am.
The what?
I just put in a request to get
Horchata?
some more horchata samples.
It might be my favorite beer.
Really?
It's an horchata
Ale.
It's a horchata ale, but not like a stout, like how we have at
It's
horchata
it's
stouts
it's
before.
Yeah.
bready. It's a little bready. It's so
It's-
it's light. It's still thin though, and it's cinnamony
Yeah,
and
you remember
creamy.
French Toast Crunch, the cereal?
Yes.
It's like that, but a beer.
That's what it
Sounds
tastes like.
delicious.
Yeah. It's fucking delicious, and I was very surprised when I had it. And me, I'm double fisting because I thought I was going to pregame, but we kind of started off really fast. So we're doing two things. Rossyo and I are actually we made a little rum chata cocktail. I asked her what she wanted to drink, and she was sipping on this last night. So she wanted to continue.
Oh, it already comes like that?
No.
It comes white. It looks like it's like an eggnoggy thing.
So you've never had rum chata? Rum chata is basically like it's a horchata rum liqueur, but that's all it is.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's
so you have to add, you add rum to it.
No, there's alcohol in here.
Well, yeah, I understand.
But it's not strong. It's like a high alcohol beer.
That's what I'm saying. In order
something.
for it to actually be like a real cocktail, you gotta add a little something to it.
By itself, it's like 13.75% alcohol. I put a little bit of Bacardi Oak Heart, which I found was really good. I liked it. So this is, I was surprised. I don't care for Bacardi usually, but I forget how I got a bottle. Oh, my tia, she wanted a rum drink, and so she got a bottle of Oak Heart, and I tried it. It's actually really nice to just sip on. You get it's barrel aged in oak barrels, so it kind of has some of that whiskey appeal.
You got me a little shot glass. Let me get a swig of that.
Yeah, of course.
I want to try it.
Blue for your mic.
You might as well just grab all of us a shot glass.
That's true. See?
Okay. I didn't plan on.
Actually, no. Give me the blue one. That she likes. Or
Okay.
You're the
blue.
best.
Okay.
There you go.
He's like, I don't care. I'm not a fighter.
There we go. So we got Bacardi Oak Heart in the cocktail, a little bit of rum chata, and courtesy of Rossyo and Starbucks, a little bit of cold brew coffee in this as well. And we're about to take a little sippy sip right here. Cheers. And then we'll take a shot after, too.
Oh, yeah. First, your Jamaica.
No, the mic.
Don't get ahead of
So
There you go.
confused.
There you go.
Cheers.
Too much in front of me.
So bomb. As you can see,
It's like an alcoholic café de olla
with milk.
with milk. Yeah.
But
Can
you
you
know
reach
what?
this here?
Oh, yes. Thank you.
And then this.
Why do we have this candle here? Are we having a seance?
Wait, I want to say how much I appreciate it, and I noticed it like once you started the show.
I just
was like,
realized
oh my god,
it's on.
this is so cute. There's a candle here today.
It's the
Is
candle.
this in honor of Ricky C?
This is yes, because in the time of the holidays, you have to
R.I.P.
remember that your loved
Ricky
ones.
C.
R.I.P. Ricky C.
Damn.
We had to send him back to hell. He was even here. Ryan wasn't even here to see Ricky C when I brought him back.
Oh, speaking of the holidays, I forgot it. I left something on the chair right there. Can you grab it?
Yeah.
Oh, we're
other
doing
chair?
this? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I just want to.
chair?
Yeah. It's just a little thing I picked up, and I wanted to give it to you. But I know we were having a. It's not like I was gonna give you. I have another gift coming on its way, but it's like just something I picked up, and I just thought you'd enjoy it.
Aren't you guys?
I
the
appreciate the
cutest?
wrapping. This is good. Thank you.
Is it a comic book?
Oh shit! Yes, dude. Okay, so this is the Teen Titans comic book.
You
The
are
new
so
Teen Titans.
cool.
That's fucking awesome, dude. When did you
That
you
is
get? I
fucking
feel like
awesome.
you went to a comic place and did you get it there? Or
No,
where did
I
you
was
get
at a flea market.
it? Okay.
And this guy had a bunch of vintage comics, and they were only like a couple bucks each. So I was sifting through them, and
That's
I saw that
awesome.
one. So I was like, I don't really like Teen Titans, but it's like a old school one. So I just thought you'd like it.
Yeah, this is the new Teen Titans. So it's not the first version of Teen Titans, but it's this team which is the most famous and known one.
Sure,
Can I
sure.
see it?
Yeah, of course. This is the Omega Men that they team up with the Teen Titans, but this is like old school. You have Cyborg and his looks like his gymnastics
Thanos
outfit.
is there too.
Yeah, Thanos is there. You
This
have
is rad.
Robin in his like little tiny chonies.
Yeah.
See Starfire. Yeah, Starfire's face is there. You have her sister Blackfire, which is should be gonna be part of the
Ooh.
story.
I need to show.
Raven's in the back there, fucking firing it up. Nice, dude. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, and so of course I have your present, but I didn't wrap
So I
it.
guess-
We're not
well,
gonna
we
do it.
didn't-
We're
we
not gonna
haven't-
do that right now.
We haven't talked about a holiday
No.
episode yet, so I guess I'm free to do one. So we'll figure something out.
We will
but-
have a holiday. So obviously we do this on Tuesdays, Christmas Eve, or is it Christmas? Yeah, Christmas
Christmas
Day.
Day is on
Okay.
Lands
Tuesday.
on Tuesday next week. So we're not gonna be doing the show live that Tuesday, but we will
Obviously.
We might
we
do
are-
we're gonna do a special holiday one.
episode probably Sunday, probably.
Yeah, most likely.
Most likely Sunday, and then I'll give you a present there. I'm gonna see if we can conjure up an old friend. Maybe we'll fucking see.
We'll see.
Damn.
We gotta talk to Satan about it.
Yeah, it's Satan. Satan for Christmas. All we want to do is see Ricky sing.
All right, let's take this shot here.
Oh, it's gonna be like a Krampus
Yeah.
festival.
Krampus. Oh, wait.
Krampus.
Yeah, there's.
Cheers, you guys.
Rossyo, thank you for
Cheers,
coming
cheers.
on. Ryan, thank you for coming back to the show.
Oh, that is good.
Oh yeah, I can see why you put that in there.
See, it has
and
that.
I usually don't like rum.
Yeah, it has this. It's not as spicy as like the normal stuff, but it has this like smoothness and carameliness because of the barrel aging.
Yeah, and it doesn't have that. You know, I don't know if I only get that taste with the rum. It tastes like dirty tap water.
No, I know what you're talking about. For a lot of like, especially what's the one that I don't.
The Jamaican rum?
Yes.
Myers? I hate that shit.
The aftertaste is like, I don't know, dirty tap water, I guess?
Dirty brown water.
Dirty tampon.
Dirty tampon water.
No, not even.
She's like, if I had that, it's not even.
It's not even that. It's not. It's worse.
Yeah. And then my pregame beer, which I'm actually going to go ahead and say everyone's welcome to because there's no way I'm going to do this and not die, is a 9% barrel aged New Belgian.
You threw away the bottle?
It's over there. It's too far, but it's a New Belgian barrel aged ale. I remember it. Remember, I had it like last week or the week before or something. It was really good, and so I'm gonna give it to both of you, obviously, if you want. So good, and it's in this little koozie, which I think Ryan would appreciate.
Oh, you like the koozies? That's great.
Oh, that's a nice koozie.
Yeah.
That is nice.
I'll bring you one.
I was gonna say she brought it to me, and I told her that you loved him, but you weren't here, so she's like, "Well, go fuck himself."
I said, he's paraphrasing, but I definitely said, "Well, then you keep this one.
Yeah.
This is your koozie."
I'd appreciate a koozie.
Right.
There you
oh,
go.
actually, you have to remind me too. I have your koozie that you left here. Like, I think it was your Golden Road one or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I leave them everywhere.
You leave the koozies everywhere?
Well, I take them with me to a lot of places.
Damn, that's kind of smart.
Because I actually use koozies.
Yeah.
And I always forget them somewhere.
He has like a pocket koozie.
I had a friend. Shout out the Guarcast. My friend Travis Old.
Oh, I thought that was his name. I was like, damn,
No,
I feel bad for that friend.
No, he does the podcast.
We have a friend named Gerg. That's probably not
Gerg?
Gerg.
That's different.
Sometimes could be the Gerg.
The Gerg.
It sounds like a character.
Oh, he is.
He is. No, Travis Olgen. He's the host of the Guarcast, and
This is so yummy.
He told me about this thing that you can sign up for. It's called the Koozie Club.
Oh, really?
And
oh god, it's like a koozie subscription box.
Yes, and he showed up to do hit the mics with me, and he had all these koozies. And I was like, dude, these are and there were like Simpsons themed ones, like Simpsons print on some, and like they're just a lot of really cool.
That is cool.
Little cool logos.
I love the Simpsons.
And they print, so every month is like a new koozie, and it's like a different theme. It'll be like,
awesome.
it'll be like it's like fucking Loot Crate, but with koozies.
But how many koozies do you need?
Ryan,
I lose them.
It's
that's
perfect.
what I'm saying. So it'd be perfect for me because like whoever. But then they're probably like one of a kind. So then whoever fucking finds them,
like came up like, oh
yeah,
shit, I didn't even know they made it.
Dude, like he gave me one, and I was like, oh cool. And he's like, no, you're not keeping it. You're giving that back to me after the show.
Oh,
I just wanted to show you.
Yeah, he's like, you could use this.
Aww.
Anyway, so I've been gone.
Since you've been gone.
Some people have to work regular jobs, guys. I wish this was my career here, but
I know the holidays are busy for so many people. But
it's
like,
been fucking really nuts for me, and I was just telling her that it's been rough. I've been working 12, 13-hour days, fucking like
a
6
man.
days a week and shit. Yeah, and it's been real crazy. And we were just having this discussion about how like everyone I talk to, and I'm like, it's one. I know it's not cool to complain about how many hours you're getting and stuff, but it's like, but
so many hours. I get so much money all the time.
But when people like you and me have like other things we are passionate about, it becomes a real burden because I'm trying to do stand-up spots, and it's like I was taking advantage of the fact that I was actually getting out early enough to go. So I was like, fuck, I was working 8 to 8. Getting out, doing stand-up, going home about midnight, 1 o'clock, waking up at 5, getting on the road, going to work 8 to 8, going out, doing another spot. So I was barely getting any sleep.
Oh my god.
And yeah, so it got fucking exhausting. And but I'm back.
Nice.
Yeah.
Welcome back. And then so I'm kind of, I don't know if this is lucky or not lucky or whatever it is, but I don't have that problem at the moment because basically most of the industry kind of shuts down for the holidays. Nobody's trying to do projects at the moment for acting and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
What about like Christmas stuff?
No, yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. Like,
okay.
basically shut down. If you're trying to do like Christmas episodes or Christmas, like, or you have a show, that's one thing. But no one's like, hey, let's work on a new project that has nothing to do with Christmas right now.
Okay.
So most people are like, well, we have a shit ton of other stuff to do and holiday stuff, so we'll meet you in January. And so I don't have to worry about that right now. But come January, I'm coming back full force. But I've been working at my job, which ramped up significantly for roughly 12 hours as well. A day. It's fucking crazy. Last night, so my friend let me borrow their smartwatch so I could see. I have this thing where certain metal jewelry gives me sort of irritations. That's why I don't usually wear watches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they let me borrow their smartwatch to see if it bugged me because I was
nice.
thinking about getting one.
Yeah.
And so far this is good. I've been wearing it for 3 days and it hasn't given me any irritation. I might get one.
Why don't you get one? Why don't you get one of them Samsung ones?
I have to try it to actually know. That's the problem. I've gotten expensive, nice watches and they've still bugged me. That's why I don't wear them.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The Samsung ones are like that. It's like an iWatch, but it links with your phone and everything.
That's
I was just gonna say, but why would he get that if he has an iPhone? But you don't.
No, I have the Galaxy.
Gotcha.
He's not part of the club here.
Hashtag Cool Kids Club Galaxy forever. No, but I was thinking about Samsung Watch, but I was just like, I'm not going to spend hundreds of dollars or however much it is if it bugs me. I'm not going to wear it. So I've been wearing this one, which is a Fitbit. For 3 days straight, minus obviously showering.
All you do is find out what that's made out of, and then order a watch that's made of the same material.
Exactly. And so far this is good, but it keeps a calorie burning count and a step count. And I found out that yesterday, just a regular, well, not regular, but like I said, a 12-hour day.
Yeah.
I took over 20,000 steps.
Yeah.
How much is that in like
5,000 calories?
No, in an equivalence to like a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles, 4 miles.
I don't know. I'd have to look that up.
Yeah.
Well, the cool thing about the
steps are different.
But the average.
The cool thing about the iPhone is it's as long as it's in your pocket, it's constantly tracking your steps and everything. So.
Oh no.
And you can check. You can check at the end of the day.
I think I turned off that setting for mine. I don't want it tracking my steps.
No, I mean, you have the health. If you have the health app, it comes standard.
Okay, roughly 2,000 steps in a mile, so 10 miles just
See?
working. 10 miles just working.
Very impressive. Wait, where? Can you show me?
Yeah, look.
Okay.
It should be in your utilities or
fun iPhone people.
Yeah, it's right there. Health.
I have
like,
it.
I've never
I
clicked
never
that button.
used the health button.
You've never set it up, obviously. So you gotta, you don't have to do any of this now. But yeah, see, it's
it knows how much I'm walking.
Oh, wait, so it's already been doing it?
Yeah, so it's basically
my consent?
it's basically a pacemaker. So if you have it in your
That's not what a pacemaker is.
what do they call them?
Pacemaker's like a heart tracker.
That's a heart tracker. Yeah, there's something fucking pacer or something like that. That's what they're called.
I don't know
what the fuck they're called.
I don't know.
Anyway, a fucking thing that tracks your steps.
Step tracker.
Yeah,
Step counter. I've never heard pace anything.
pace.
So
It's pace something. I don't know what the
Peso.
fuck, but it's peso. Yeah,
It's in
yeah.
in
So
Mexico,
as
they
long
call
as you
them
have
pesos.
as long as you have it on you, it counts your steps. So you don't need a Fitbit or a So
it says I climbed 3 floors. That was your stairs.
That was my stairs. Every time somebody comes over, Ricky, when he was alive, he was like, he comes up and he literally stops before coming in. He stops at my doorstep. He's like, those stairs are daunting.
He's right.
But I'm like, I don't know. I've lived with a family with not just this house, but a family with stairs my entire life. My aunt, my tia, both of them. I'm talking about my Asian side and my Mexican side. They both have stairs. My grandma's always had stairs.
Well, not everyone's so fancy, bro.
It's not fancy. Fucking there's stairs everywhere.
Stairs always.
Yeah. I'm just saying that I've never not known stairs, so they've never been an issue for me. And plus, you've seen my hill. When I was a kid, I used to run up and down this hill all
Oh
the
my
time.
goodness.
Dude, when I realized how dangerous it was because I used to ride my big wheel down the hill, which is essentially drifting because you can't stop a big wheel with gravity because it's plastic wheels. So you just
wait a minute.
You hit the brakes and you drift into oncoming traffic that you cannot see coming.
Yeah, you've never seen those the Nitro Circus videos with the big wheels?
Oh, I've seen a couple of them. Yeah.
Have you seen the Nitro Circus movie? What they did with the big wheels?
No, I didn't even know they had a movie.
Crazy, dude! It's on Netflix. Like they're jumping building to building on big wheels.
No.
They're like doing some Fast and the Furious shit.
And the thing with the big wheels too is that if the wheel's spinning, the pedals are spinning. So you will fucking
if you clip
off your leg.
Yeah, clip your fucking calf.
It's
so bad.
That's why you know what I started doing when I got too big for like shit like that is I just
put your legs up. Right?
Yeah, you put your legs up, but also. My dad would give me access to the garage and hammer and nails, and so I would.
You take the wheels off or the pedals
no,
off?
I would hammer like a plank to put my feet up. On. Yeah,
that's smart actually.
Yeah, that is and comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'd put my feet on top so the pedals would go, and so I'd go to Marston Hill right there where we grew up.
That's a small hill compared to this one, but but that hill probably from like my house to the street is that hill. This hill is fucking shoom. And I'm just glad. Like looking back as a kid, I could have easily just been hit by hundreds of cars.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You see, it's a blind intersection that you just come in full force down the fucking.
Damn, you lucked out.
Yeah. Same with us. I don't know. I mean, I know it's not but remember how many times we pushed each other down like that hill?
Yeah, shopping carts,
and. We grew up together, so we were always fucking
like jackass shit,
dude.
Basically, when we were growing up, like in that prime time, that was when
Jackass. I remember, yeah.
So we'd always try and find new ways to blow stuff up or like throw somebody down a hill.
We pushed our friend was it Josh Pasley down a hill in the shopping cart,
and then threw fireworks
because he didn't know, and then we just threw fireworks and while he was
lit some firecrackers and threw them in the fucking basket while he was going
and a ground room flower.
You guys could have killed him.
Oh yeah, but we didn't.
Oh, he didn't die?
That was so funny.
My God.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He had like holes all over his pants.
He had all these
burned holes.
Oh my goodness.
And we all didn't grow up with a lot of money, so when he'd wear those pants to school, we'd be like,
holy pants.
Fucking pants.
Poor guy.
They were holy pants.
Oh.
He's fine. He's alive, I think.
He's somewhere
Doing things.
What was his name?
Josh Pasley.
Oh. Yeah. I remember I broke his skateboard too.
Oh, that's right. That was funny.
The wash. Do you know what like it's like the concrete rivers that we have in
LA?
Yeah.
I went down the fucking hill on his skateboard and I just cracked it.
Well, on your back.
On my back because I mean like I'm a heavy dude. I was like
yeah, the minute you hit the bottom it's like
snap.
Snapped in half. Yeah, it's funny. Remember when we had this friend John, we were like 12, 13. He went down the hill on the skateboard, and when he hit the bottom, he fell and slid and ripped his pants open, and his knee got all scraped up. But from all the fucking muck at the bottom there, it got super infected.
Yeah, because I mean, okay, so it's like there's sewage essentially at the bottom of the riverbeds.
Yeah.
I never.
So like,
never frequented the LA riverbed.
Oh, we hung out in the wash all the time.
Okay, so there's the LA riverbed is the most well known. This was essentially a smaller version of that ran.
It was like right by our high school
through El Monte, and it was literally right behind some of our houses.
Okay, okay.
So
it divided our houses from the airport.
Yeah, it was like airport, dried riverbed.
Wait, there's
houses.
an airport in El Monte?
Yeah, it's a smaller one. You can get you can actually get flying lessons there. But,
they have air shows.
Cool.
They have air shows. There's a
nice
there.
Is it expensive though?
I've never.
I feel like smaller airports.
You can get flights out of there to Vegas. I looked into.
Oh, not to like San Francisco or Mexico.
Maybe
there are no jets. No jets have landed there that I know of. It's just those.
I mean, it's small.
That's cute.
Like maybe like a small group you can get.
That's cool.
Sometimes they lift off the old school airplanes. They take off from there, and those are really fun to see because you see them all the time, like in the air, like the World War II era fucking fighter planes and stuff like that. But our elementary school, literally, its backyard was a park which had the wash, we called it. It was just the riverbed.
The wash and then the airport.
Yeah, then the airport.
So super toxic.
Yeah. Anyway.
Kinda. Okay.
Yeah, so our buddy his leg got super infected, and we went to school like a week later. It was all full of pus and fucking
green.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got a few infections too.
I did too from a spider bite.
I was gonna say congratulations on having a girl. Most likely not gonna do all that stuff.
Well, it depends. You see, because there's a lot of girls that are.
Yeah,
like,
plenty. We didn't have any when we were growing up until like middle school, early high school that started doing stuff with us, but never as hardcore as we went.
I always not always, but when I worked at like a child educational center.
Yeah.
There'd be some 3-year-old girls climbing everything.
Oh, they were always like that when we were
kids. And then some boys just being like, I'm reading and waiting for this imaginary bus to come and take me away. And Isla's just not one of those. She's always very cautious. Like,
that's your daughter?
So she'll be like, rather not jump. I'd rather, walk down this.
Yeah.
I'll slide down.
No, we're like
safe.
We're like no, we'll probably not die.
Like
Let's
daredevils, yeah.
Well, I grew up with 2 brothers too, so like, and we all got into skateboarding around the same time. So like, my poor mom.
One of them just came on the show.
My mom,
Rat's right
Rat.
there.
Shout out Rat Talk.
Yeah, he has his own
It
show.
was like trips to the hospital weekly.
Oh my goodness.
By one of us, it was, if it wasn't me, it was my older brother. If it wasn't him, it was my younger brother.
Yeah.
And sometimes it was injuries we caused to each other.
Yeah. No, I remember one of my earliest memories is my brother pulling my arm out of my socket and me going to the hospital.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh.
I was still in a car seat. That's how young I was.
Oh, my God.
I was like,
This got dark.
no, it wasn't bad. It wasn't like it pulled it off. Like, there was no blood. But have you ever had your arm pulled out of your socket? Okay, well, Wookiees do that when they get angry sometimes. But also, side note, it can just be popped back in, but it's very painful.
Yes, it is. I never had my arm. Okay, well, you were a kid then, so.
Oh, it's happened at least 3 times that I remember.
Oof.
But that was one of my
I
earliest
hear when it
memories.
happens. When it happens once, that like you're prone to it happening again and
Maybe.
again.
I've
especially your
dislocated-
shoulder. Especially your shoulder.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that seems like it
was-
takes forever to
It was
heal.
my left.
Well, that's the thing
Because
is.
you can't
right.
cast it. You can't do anything.
Well, you can't.
nothing's
It-
broken.
Nothing's broken. It just has to go back into the socket.
Like, yeah,
But
so
then
it's
isn't
like,
it flimsy after it pulls out?
Yeah.
Aren't some ligaments loose
Sure,
or something?
sure,
Yeah.
Exactly.
sure. I mean, but it all depends on the severity of it.
I
I
think
popped this finger out. No, this
Have
one.
you?
This finger went backwards,
That's disgusting.
and I had to. Do you not remember this? I don't know if
remember.
you weren't there. Well, you weren't there that day, but I jumped off a roof onto a trampoline. Real smart. I know.
like backflip, full gainer.
No, and my dumbass put my hands out when I jumped, so I landed on my hand onto the trampoline, and it bent my finger back, and the fucking thing went backwards. This joint was this way,
Yeah.
so my finger was like this, and just instinctively I just grabbed it.
I got it. Don't worry about it.
And then I couldn't, and it was the most painful thing I've ever gone through. I swear, it just took over my whole.
He Rambo'd his
Oh,
own
dude,
finger.
it was so painful.
Oh my
And then I
God.
just like everyone's like, "Should we call an ambulance?" I was like, "Don't call an ambulance. My mom's gonna fucking kill me."
also, those are expensive.
Yeah. And I'm like,
$15,000 later.
I like went into shock for like a minute. Like I was like, "Oh God, that hurts so bad."
This is before we had booze.
Oh yeah.
Then you'd be like, all right, I need a lot of whiskey. I'm about to do something really bad.
Well, I didn't even think about it. It just like that was my instinctual thing to do. Like the minute I got up, I'm like, "Holy shit!"
That doesn't belong that
Yeah.
way. Yeah, well, I'm lucky enough to have never actually broken anything except for my skull. Ryan has broken numerous things.
No, not
No?
that many. Not as many as I should have.
Ricky fucking broke.
Ricky had the
he
worst
was the
break.
craziest of
Sounds
us
like
all.
it. That's why he's dead.
No,
That's
he
why he's
wasn't.
dead.
He
Okay,
wasn't.
that's sarcasm.
He was
no.
actually the most careful.
Cautious. Aw.
And which goes to show you, it doesn't matter what kind of life you live.
No.
Shit happens.
Yeah, life happens.
He was the most cautious dude, and he was the one that got the worst of it. He had a real bad leg break. I was with him, and we were skateboarding to my house, and he just kind of tripped, and his leg fucking
Like not even doing a trick. He just
fell off because a car was coming, and he like moved out of the way of the car, and like somehow fucked up, and
Oh my God, that's so weird.
and his leg,
go
and I didn't,
out.
and I thought, and he was such a big baby, I never thought, I thought he was kidding, or I thought he was just exaggerating. And then I lifted his pant leg, and I was like, oh, shit.
Ew.
It was sideways. It was like right. It was in his fucking shin bone, pretty
I
much.
can't. Ugh.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Did it pierce the skin?
No,
No,
but it was a break
bulge.
like that. Yeah,
Like a
yeah.
bulge
Like,
through
yeah,
the-
it was a bulge, and his leg was sideways, and they had to put it back. They had to line it and then put the cast on. Yeah, that was pretty gnarly. I've only broken for me, well, the neck, but those were all hairline fractures.
Yeah.
And then I did my foot. I cracked my foot.
Technically, I broke something, but it was Ryan.
Yeah. But I broke my foot skateboarding, but I broke it in multiple places,
Yeah.
and they were all cracks. So like they were all hairline fractures all throughout my foot.
That's the worst with your foot and your hands. There's just so many tiny bones in there that like. Have you ever broken anything?
Never, but I have dislocated my knee multiple times, and I have fractures in my MCL, and then my patella is loose because of the ligaments. Because after you do it once
Did you
or
do
twice
sports
or
or something?
Never. I'm like the least athletic person. But so it happened. It happened in high school. In the very first times we would dance. I was in folklorico, so it's that ethnic dance. Yeah. But no, like I mean, I was the only dumb. I was one of the few dumbasses who would slip sometimes because we wear heels, little heels.
Well, and then in the dance studios,
in the fucking gym, greasy ass floor,
all waxed up.
It's like So the first time it happened was at school. Second time it happened was at school. Third time it happened was at home. And then fourth time it happened, and it's only happened 4 times. Was my first time at
That's
Mammoth.
4 too many.
I slipped on ice.
Not even snowboarding.
No.
Have you ever been snowboarding or anything
That
like
was my first time at Mammoth ever. That was my first night there, and I had every intention to snowboard or try to.
Right.
Fall on my ass.
It reminds me of a fucking Boy Meets World where it's like there was an episode where Corey comes in and he's like fucking everyone's holding him up. He's like my leg, and they're like, oh my god, those slopes, they can be treacherous. Like he fell coming off the bus.
That was me. I was walking the dog and I slipped on ice.
That is the worst, man. That is the worst when you get hurt from like something stupid.
Mundane.
Just doing regular stuff and then you fuck
Wait, but it gets worse. So then I fell on my butt. It popped back into place. So that was like the moment. And then I was locked out of the cabin for like 45 minutes.
Why? What'd you do? They didn't want you in there?
Well,
she's knocking like, we're not going to let you in.
We left you out there to die.
No,
for a reason.
Everyone was fucking drunk and passed out. And then my dumb ass is like, this is a great time to go walk the dog.
Oh, my God.
Since everyone's sleeping. And no one heard me forever. And me and the dog, I can't even walk. Like, my thing, I could feel it swelling by like the minute. And we're just like pounding on the door. And I was just out in the snow. It was traumatic, you guys. But then the rest of the days were fine. Yeah.
You know, the first time we went snowboarding, remember I took that bad spill and I hurt my ribs?
Why, you fell off
do that a lot.
the lift?
Okay, so when we stayed with
that first time, the very first time we went to Mammoth.
Did we stay with Scott and Jackie? Or was that time?
No, well, no, we didn't stay with him that time. Well, I think we did, but only like one night.
I just remember like every time I go snowboarding with you, you always fall, and I'm just like, all right, well, I can stay with you or I can have fun for a while.
No, when did I go? I went with you. I think we might have gone to Bear Mountain for the first time I went.
Maybe.
And
because I remember you hurting your ribs a lot.
It was long.
I was like,
it was the first time. It was the first one.
It was me literally like, I don't like. Should you be doing? And it was only one time going down.
Yeah, and I hurt myself.
And you're down. He's
yeah,
up and he's down.
I hurt my ribs pretty bad, and so
but no breaks.
Well, it turns out I fractured a rib.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And then the doctor was like, "Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it." He's like, "You can't put a cast on a rib."
Yeah.
He's like, "So just
stop it."
Yeah. That was it.
Stop doing
and then he prescribed me like Tylenol, and then I had to go to the streets to find some fucking
some good
Percocet.
Yeah.
I had to go to the streets.
Pretty much. Like that's the thing.
I bought some Vicodin and Percocet off of somebody I knew.
Okay, so the last time I was sick,
we'll talk after the show.
Nice. Last time I was sick,
that's how I had to self-medicate though. Isn't that fucked up? Like, well, yeah, here's some Tylenol. I'm like, that's not good enough. No. Somebody got to go to the streets.
Was it Tylenol 3 or just regular?
Yeah, Tylenol 3. What with codeine? Like, what the fuck does that do? Nothing, but get me constipated.
No,
exactly. Is that what it does?
Yeah.
And Vicodin makes me bruisey, extra bruzy. I don't like it.
Vicodin does it too. That's another.
I don't like. And then it does nothing for me. Like I don't get a Vicodin.
Anyway,
rush.
What were you saying? Sorry.
Oh no, I was saying, I was like, when I got my wisdom teeth, go for it. When I got my wisdom teeth taken out, like they gave me Tylenol 3, and I was like, this does nothing. What is this?
Doesn't do shit.
And I'm just sitting there in pain. And but I was gonna say recently, my last time being sick, I actually went to the pharmacist, and I was like, okay, I actually want to look up what all this shit is. So Tylenol is like acetaminophen. and Advil is like
Ibuprofen?
ibuprofen.
Well, I had to
And
look
I'm
into
like,
all that
oh.
And
stuff.
Aleve
'cause
is
I-
naproxen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is stuff I've never had to do on my own
Yeah.
because my family just has it.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you feel bad? Here's a thing.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing.
Yeah, here's another thing.
Well, I had
Okay.
to do all that research because I found out I was allergic to a painkiller and I couldn't figure out what
What
it
are
was.
you allergic to?
I'm allergic to fucking aspirin.
Just aspirin.
My daughter is too.
And
My daughter's allergic to aspirin and Tylenol.
Oh.
We've never given her naproxen, so
Okay.
but both ibuprofen and acetaminophen.
Oh my
she's
god,
allergic
that's
to.
terrible. Yeah,
She's
so
just, it's just a dermal allergy.
oh, I get
So
now. I
we
get
we
my,
just blow
You
weed
go-
in your face.
okay.
my throat swells up, my eyes
Yeah.
get puffy,
Oh, that's serious.
and yeah, so I can't take like it's an aspirin's in like everything. So, but that's why I thought it was just acetaminophen. But
Ibuprofen too, or it's just a.
I mean, I'm sorry, I thought it was just ibuprofen because ibuprofen
Oh.
has aspirin in it.
Yes.
And so now I can only take acetaminophen
Got it.
based opiates if I ever get hurt or anything like that.
Well, at least you know
Yeah.
you won't die next.
It sucks.
won't
Well,
be
sometimes
close.
like I learned the fucking hard way. I had a migraine. Somebody gave me what's the migraine relief stuff?
Elite,
Aleve.
no, Excedrin.
Excedrin.
Yeah,
And that fucked me up for the whole day.
What's a
Damn.
Cedrin made out of?
it's I don't know.
It's
I
like
don't
just
know.
pure aspirin.
Oh
So-
shit! Like like high dose.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. So it's like for migraine relief, And I had a bad migraine, and yeah, and it was just like I was when I was with you on a trip. Your dad gave it to me, and that was when I
yeah.
found out. Oh shit, I'm really allergic to this shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because then I had to take
no.
a fuck ton of Benadryl, and it made me all groggy all day.
You're like, and I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, Benadryl's the best sleeping aid. Like if better than like melatonin.
Yeah, it totally
Just
is.
Take a Benadryl
I took
at
two.
bedtime if
I
you
started
haven't
taking
been
melatonin to help me sleep.
Yeah.
I took 2, and because I was only sleeping 4 hours, I went to work, and that's when it kicked in.
And that was one of the first time Ryan got fired.
Oh my god, it was so bad, dude.
Yeah.
It was so bad. Yeah, it was so hard.
Oh, speaking of, you were telling me really quick that you recently fell asleep at work, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, I fall asleep at work all the time.
Yeah. But,
No, but you slept over.
But
Yeah.
this time, I went. I had the.
last time he got fired for sleeping. Real quick recap. He literally
Wait, I think you guys being serious?
Yeah, no, I didn't get fired for
He-
sleeping on the job last time.
What
it
was your
Go
job?
for it,
I was
it
a
is.
delivery driver. I was waiting on deliveries, and I had just gotten back from a week-long trip from doing stand-up and celebrating my birthday, and I got back, and then that Monday, I had to be at work in the morning, and I had to be at the at the loading dock. And it was like I did deliveries all in the same vicinities for Disney. So like Disney has a warehouse where all their packages go, and then I had to load up the trucks and then go to all the different buildings.
Disney has a fucking credit union. What doesn't Disney
They
have?
have their own city.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, no, they do. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
on site there. So that day I felt like shit, and I was like, "Fuck it." So some days, like I'm able to like grab what's coming in and then just go, kind of chip it away throughout the day. But other days, sometimes I'll just sit there and I'll wait for all the packages to come, so that way I don't have to take trips back and forth and just load up my van.
So in
and,
short, some days he'd nap and just.
and basically wait or eat breakfast or something like that. And then, but this time I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do that. And then I got in my car and I drove behind the warehouse and decided to take a nap. And then my regional manager decided that was a good day for a visit, and he had a hard on for me, so he was fucking looking for me.
No.
Yeah, and he found me.
Ryan?
And he found me. He found me behind the warehouse, sleeping in my car.
And so he literally
He opened the door. Yeah, and he just opened the door and like looked at me and was like, they just walked away. And then so all week long I'm like, I'm gonna get fired. I'm gonna get fired Friday. I already know it. I'm gonna get fired Friday. And then
And
like
they
I
gave
didn't
you
hear
your
shit.
last
I didn't hear
check?
shit. I got a call from like HR on Wednesday. I pleaded my case. I said I took some medication, made me sleepy. And
Made it worse, probably.
no, I was trying to plead a case. I was
Yeah.
saying that I wasn't feeling well. I had just gotten back, so I didn't want to take a sick day.
Yeah.
So I was like, so I took some medication. I didn't realize it made me sleepy, and so as I was waiting for packages, I happened to doze off.
I don't know. That's like a hard case to plead, though, because I'd be like, all of that sounds like you made a lot of terrible decisions.
Right.
It's like she knows you.
Right.
Also, the funny thing that it's kind of become almost like a meme between me, him, and our dearly departed Ricky C.
God, I need to bring him back because I need to meet him. Even
Well,
if
we're
he's
seancing
He's a fun
him.
dude. We will
Come back,
we'll
Ricky
seance him
C.
eventually. But so recently, not super recently actually, but we like playing the game Fortnite. I think I told you.
Yeah, and I've never played.
Yeah, and it's pretty
I don't
fun,
even know what it looks
but
like.
The first time, okay, so I have a computer. Ricky C has a computer in hell, and Ryan D has an Xbox. And so he recently discovered that he could take his Xbox to work.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, I can play Fortnite with you at work.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? What?
Why can't you take your Xbox to work?
Because if it gets really slow, then I just play video games.
No, wait, but so is it secret?
No, people in the office kind of like. It's funny because like since I usually do the late shift, like I was saying, then the department next to me, they get bored too. So like they'll be playing like chess or checkers or just watching movies and
cool.
shit. And then they'll come in and be like, "Hey, you want to play Scrabble?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm cool. I'm playing Xbox."
Are they hiring?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm a temp.
I'm kidding. Aw. Hopefully that turns into a more permanent thing.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, don't take naps.
Well, that's the thing. Well, then okay. Here's the funny thing is I did get caught sleeping in there. Like at 9:00. Like so, it was like a late night, and somebody saw me in there, and I was like, who the fuck ratted me out? You know, come on, dude. Like it was already a late night. Like and everyone, and plus I catch people in the department next to me sleeping all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And anyway, then my boss came in and he was like, "Hey man, he's like, you can't sleep in here. If you're gonna sleep, he's like, there's a fucking nursing room down the hall. He's like, take a nap in there. People do it all the time." And he's like, or just go to your car. He's like, I don't give a shit. He's like, just don't ever get caught in here sleeping again.
Yeah. So okay, I'll get. Oh, fuck. Oh, there's 2 stories now. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back real quick. We're
Okay.
to the Fortnite part.
Let's go.
So when he says that, he brings his Xbox into work and he
Right.
tells us, he's like, I can play Fortnite with you guys while I'm at work.
Damn.
And then you've seen the show Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Of course.
So then I make
Fucking
a
love
little.
Larry
I go
David.
on the computer and I make a little meme and I
No,
just.
that was Always Sunny, I thought.
Oh,
sorry, I'm
either
sorry,
one.
but-
I still
yeah,
like
they both
Philadelphia's still good.
Yes, it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And then so I make a little meme where it's just a screen cap of him saying, "Oh, I brought my Xbox to work. I can play Fortnite with you guys." And then immediately goes to do 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 do, and the caption for the episode was Ryan D gets fired again. And,
In black and white.
Yeah, black and white, everything. It's just like the opening.
It's like the
That is
opening
Ryan
so
D
scene.
gets,
cute.
Ryan D
Opening
gets fired
credits.
again. But it was like I believe it was like the first month he was there too.
Yeah.
There could be a show about this down the line. Depends on how many fires.
I think it's called Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but it's just
Always fired in California.
yeah, it's Ryan D. But then going back to this, so recently you fell asleep at work. Did we? But that was on
Well, recently I didn't fall asleep at work. I went to work to sleep.
Or you stayed at work
Yeah.
and slept over.
Yeah. So what happened there? You went to a holiday.
I
Christmas
went to
party.
a holiday Christmas party, and it was like wasn't too far from the office.
Yeah.
But I was out all night, and I had taken a lift there, and so I decided, well, it's almost 3 a.m. I have to be here at 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm like, I may as well just sleep at the office.
Without a doubt.
Because that's where my
At that
car
point.
was, too. And I was like,
Yeah. You wouldn't want to drive, and it's
Also, yeah, like why? There's no point. And you're saying the commute is hard.
it takes me
at
2
that-
hours to get to work.
at that time. Yeah.
So by the time I would have gotten home, I would have slept 2 hours
and then
driven back.
Yeah.
and in that
And
state,
you would not. You would not have been sober
No.
for sure.
No.
Either direction.
Right.
But you went to sleep, and then what happened?
And then I know at like 4 a.m. I heard somebody like open up the door, I think see me, and then close the door.
Okay, so here's the question I have to you. You just mentioned that you could just go fall asleep in like the nursing room. Why didn't you just do that?
I don't know. Because I just figured no one's gonna be in here until like 6 in the morning, right?
Uh-huh.
So I figured, and then at least at that point, then like it'll just look like I just got in, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't be a problem. And I don't know why. I just thought, and I thought that the door was closed, the lights were up. You know, if that
Can
has
you
like
lock the door?
I should have, and I could have, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. But I haven't heard anything about it, so we'll see what happens.
Well, okay. So, and this is the thing that I said. So it's actually is one of the most responsible things you personally you could have done.
Right.
It's because you came from a holiday party for that company.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was drinking. You were like, I'm already here and I shouldn't drive, but I also have to be here in a couple of hours. I will sleep at the office.
Yeah.
And then be here for work.
Right. And there's showers in the basement. So like at like 6 a.m, I went down to the basement and took a shower.
So my thing is I highly doubt that you're gonna hear anything.
Why are there showers in the basement?
That's fucking office.
Yeah.
Some offices have.
My dad has showers. A lot of big companies have showers there for you.
Why?
Because fucking
for you to
people
shower.
stay late
That's awesome.
Or
or
early.
all
You
all
can
over.
live
So
there?
that dude. So
Not bad.
if you look at if you look at my car right now,
I mean, this guy has his Xbox. He has showers.
That's pretty much
that
what I
sounds like
dude,
all
I pretty
you
much-
need.
he has a liquor cabinet and beer.
Okay, so that's
so for
I
like
move in.
it's funny because for that last week I was basically living in the office because I was like. Because I had a trunk full of clothes.
Yeah.
I was constantly I had constantly showering in the basement, and then I'd be there till like 8, 9, 10 o'clock, and then I'd go down to the basement, I'd shower, I'd go home, sleep, then come back, half awake, fucking get in there, and then I don't know. Sometimes I would take naps, and sometimes I would go home. This is what I did yesterday. I woke up at 4. Went to work. It still took me a fucking hour to get to work. Mm-hmm. Got to work and I slept for 2 more hours before I went into the office in the parking lot.
Have you even been in the nursing room? Go to the nursing room. See, it might be like
no, I have. I take naps in there all the time.
Is it cool?
It's like it's the wellness room.
Yes.
It's like so every office has like a breastfeeding room.
A lot of big companies. So like I have friends too that have also. Told
Well,
me
then
the
what
same
if you're a
thing.
nursing mother and then
Exactly. That's why I
you
don't
really
like to
need
stay
a
in there that long.
Pump and you're right there
And I'm in there snoring.
with your useless nipples and fucking taking up their bed.
I beg to differ about my nipples.
You haven't known Ryan that long.
My nipples have many uses.
They're very good. Like, I think
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take your word.
They're
for it.
pristine nipples.
pristine salami nipples. All right. For the sake of time, just because I know Ryan does have to get to work at some point, we're gonna go actually into your segment first.
That's fine.
We'll do that. That's
Just
fine.
kidding.
All right. And you ready for this while I do the thing? Or when I play your thing?
Yeah, do it.
All right, cool. And finding the button Ryan news.
Oh no! Oh no! Behold the secrets of nature's deepest mystery.
She is literally like launching eggs out of
I
her
can't
pussy.
see.
The poo-poo, eat the poo-poo guy. So they just like tie up these dudes and fart in their face. And then he cut off his dick. This is gonna blow your fucking mind.
Is she pregnant?
I want 2 horses to get me a fresh case of
People
beer
have that
first thing in the
fetish.
morning.
Shut your mouth.
Okay, Ryan, sir.
Sorry, I was showing you, dude. There's this I don't even know. She's like a comic, and we're friends on Facebook, and she just needs to be stopped. She's like posts these.
What the fuck?
She posts these fucking like pinup pictures every goddamn day, and now apparently she's like 5 months pregnant or something, or 4 months pregnant, and she's like pregnant pinup, and she's so ugly. And I'm just like,
Stop her, Ryan.
Stop it! Someone needs to stop her.
Stop her.
She needs to be stopped.
Or maybe you know what? That could be a smart business venture. I don't know about the bathing suits, but if you made like pregnancy pinup clothes,
There's a lot of professional people that do that.
maternity pinup.
I'm pretty sure they have it. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
me
sure it
too.
happens
You're
already.
right.
So
Fuck yourself.
where's that from?
I don't actually know.
Go fuck yourself.
I don't know. I just find things. All right.
All right.
You do that. I need to go pee real quick.
Artie Lang avoids jail time but tests positive for cocaine at New Jersey court appearance.
Attaboy.
That's my boy.
Well,
leg.
He's for a long time been struggling with like heroin and
Oh my god.
yeah, and he's been
Wait.
off and on.
Oh, he's literally struggling with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
How hard must that be? Because I don't. It sounds like he tries. Because can you be on off and on of heroin?
Yeah,
Isn't
well,
that
like,
more of an on?
it's
and
the
then
thing, he's-
dead.
He's
Isn't
he's-
it usually on?
yeah, he's been so most people know him from either Mad
Ren,
T-
we have to do another shot because today I just met you for the first
Okay,
time.
fine.
But go
Here,
ahead.
you pour him.
Pour him one too.
Most people know him from Mad TV or the Howard Stern Show.
Okay.
He's a comedian, Artie Lang.
Okay.
And I know this because I fall into like a rabbit hole on YouTube, and he's a comic and well respected comic.
Okay.
But he's always had this like he goes off the rails, he disappears, people don't know where he's at.
They have benders,
and then he winds up in jail, and then he has to go to like a court ordered rehab, and then he's back, then he's clean for a few years, and then he falls into this hole again.
Yeah.
And this time was real bad after he'd been arrested, went into a court ordered rehab, and then fell off the rails immediately when he got out, and then had to show up for court, and then still tested positive for cocaine. And
wait, oh my God! So that must have meant you did it like you just stayed up all weekend waiting for fucking your
night
court.
before.
Fuck.
Yeah, so I don't know what that means, but he seems to be like he's been on the show Crashing.
I don't know what that show is.
It's on HBO. It's a coming of age comedy story, comedian story with Pete Holmes.
Batman.
Oh,
what?
with the Batman?
Pete Holmes.
I was like, damn.
College humor Batman.
One of our favorite Batman.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean,
This is a gun.
Look, I love to party,
I know.
but
I don't know that
well,
you
we
like to
like-
party.
we
like
like
to
to
party.
party.
Too.
But there's always like a sad point to it sometimes.
There's partying and there's partying too hard.
Then there's partying by yourself, which
Yeah.
is not very much a party.
Also, going back to
Party
what you
for
said,
one?
Yeah.
I guess.
don't do that all the time. That's not great. Sometimes it's whatever. But I was gonna say, going back to, you were like, or you said it's like he had to have been doing coke like the night before.
That's
Yeah.
I bet you he was just like, you know what? I'm already gonna test positive.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
That's what I'm just like. Doesn't that get out of your system quickest compared to other
Well,
things?
if you're constantly doing coke, it doesn't get out of your system.
Oh, okay,
But you know
okay.
what I mean? Like, okay, it takes, I think, at the most,
Like a week?
48 hours.
Oh, okay. Even less than what I thought.
Yeah, so
Jesus Christ.
but that's like, okay, that's like
That's not a habitual user.
right. That's like
I'm sipping.
You don't sip shots.
that's like Friday you had a bender, and then Sunday you had court.
Nice.
But
That
he
sounds
went.
good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people who are going to court have benders the night before.
Well, of course. I mean, the thing is
I'm sure he thought he was going to
usually-
jail anyway.
They usually deal with the people that like don't give a fuck and they'll just do it. I remember when I was on probation, the first 2 times that my probation officer met me, she treated me like shit until she actually met me, and she's like, "Oh,
You're a sweet little peach.
yeah." She's like, "You don't belong here." All right, whatever. But
Yeah.
the first time she's like, "If you don't show up, you're going back to jail." I'm like, "Excuse me, I'm right here, ma'am. I'm literally right here." And she's like, "All right, now pee in this cup." I'm like, "That's fine. I don't do drugs."
Aw.
I literally like this.
Not
is,
today.
Not today.
Not
Well,
this week.
Actually, that was when I was 22. So I actually at that point had not done drugs.
So
really.
good. Perfect.
So I was like, I had no problem doing that, and making the choice to not drink. So that was probably like the cleanest time of my adult life.
Yeah.
In all honesty,
That was
like,
by
that was
choice.
that was when I
You're
started
throwing
getting
your
into
piss at
everything.
her?
Yeah, it was the opposite versus. I was like, I was the cleanest I've ever been. Ryan's was like, give
I
me
was
the
like, give me
pills.
all the drugs.
Damn.
But
I was like, I need to try everything.
yeah, he was physically injured. I was injured, just not as much.
Um,
No, but the thing is that that's what I'm saying. Like they deal with people all the time that don't give a fuck and are just on drugs.
I get it.
all the time.
I catered this party the other day, and I'm sorry, Ryan.
and
to, like,
everyone was on drugs.
no, it was the DEA. They're so nerdy. Like,
They were all on
God.
drugs.
No, they weren't on drugs. But then
That was
their
about to be
gift boxes.
hilarious,
This was
though.
like a couple days ago, and they're rapping on one of them. It was this gangster, a picture of like a gangster. It was like a mugshotty thing. You knew it was in prison, and it was M, like the Mara Salvatrucha, but his tattoo said EME, and or Mex. I don't know what that.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. But then I was like, what is this? Who's this guy? And he's like, oh, he's one of our defendants. He's like, why? He's like, I know lots of guys like that. You like interested? And I started laughing. Then we got into this conversation about how about we get together and make a dating site for inmates and people who aren't inmates. and connect them and
Wait.
bring love to the inmates, like people who are
Slam or
free.
smash.
Well, I think there's already a thing for ex-convicts.
No, not ex-convicts. We need the ones that are locked up
What are they?
still.
What are they?
need-
How are they gonna? What is that?
But we
As
could,
somebody
we have
that's
to
been
figure
in
it out.
there, there's phones.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
I
are,
see.
and they can figure it out. And then the DA
Also,
agent was saying,
Everyone really wants someone to talk to, so they will hand out. Like,
"See,
okay, so
No,
everyone
and
has a number.
People would totally be into it.
So,
like,
so
out
you can
here,
actually have
crazy fucks.
a profile that maybe you could just have like your friends or like I say, hey, sign me up for whatever, and put in my number, and then people will write you,
Send
and then,
you
yeah,
money
exactly.
to your books.
and then pen pal
Come
bitches.
visit you. What
And
is
then,
that
like-
called? The one where you meet in person?
Conjugal visit.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
The
are different.
mugshots are the profile pics.
There you go.
That's so funny.
And then the DEA agent brought up a great point. He's like, think about it. For a woman or like man, whatever you're picking, you always know where they are. You know they're never like out there at the bars trying to mingle with new people.
Yeah.
You know you got them locked down, literally.
My man's so loyal. He hasn't touched another woman in 8 years.
Then you, you get caught cheating because they have a bunch of mug shots. All right.
How do you, imagine getting catfished on that profile.
Wait, how?
Because they were all on meth when they got the mug shot, and then they
Oh.
got super fat in prison.
Or you use so have you ever seen those memes or not? Like it's just the pictures of like the pretty looking mug shots.
Yeah.
You're like,
yeah,
what-
actually have.
yeah. So what
I'm
if you're
like,
like, oh,
damn.
this is what I look like?
Dude,
But
that
it's
could
really
be a
just like
whole
some
thing.
old
Oh, yeah,
toothless
yeah,
That
fucking-
would totally be a whole thing. Or you're
sure.
like in jail for 26 years, but
Yeah.
you put your 26-year ago picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you come visit, it's like little shriveled old grandpa.
Yeah.
Hey, if Charles Manson can find love.
Yeah, I know. That shit was crazy.
Okay.
Let's go.
Moving on. From
Chicago will abide with a Big Lebowski pop-up bar this week.
Oh
the
my
Will
God.
Bad.
In a sea of Christmas pop-up bars across the city, one Westtown bar is going against the grain to celebrate a movie that has nothing to do with the holiday.
Wait, did you say Chicago?
Yeah.
it's Chicago.
Aw.
We
wanted
need to
be-
go.
Which is
I
weird,
want,
'cause
no, I want to be LA.
It's
but
an LA-based movie too.
But I want to go to Chicago.
I'm down.
We should do that.
How long? I'm down. How long is it open? What? Tell us stuff.
Starting on Friday,
He's like, shut the fuck up and let me talk.
Tell us the info.
the Rookery will host a pop-up celebrating The Big Lebowski, the 1998 cult favorite film that starred actor Jeff Bridges as Jeffrey the Dude Lebowski, an aloof Californian who loved to drink White Russians. The limited time event.
like us kind of today.
I was gonna say these are semi-white Russians. This is rum instead of
They're
vodka.
Mexican Russians.
Kinda.
The limited time event is called the Dude's Abode. Colon.
That's cute. That's cute.
The Big Lebowski pop-up will feature a trio of white Russians inspired by the movie. The Dude jokingly called them Caucasians. The pop-up takes place on the second floor of the Rookery, which previously hosted a Fleetwood Mac pop-up.
Oh, that's dope.
The bar's owners wanted to shake things up as holiday pop-ups this year have been heavily marketed.
Fuck. We should just start up a holiday pop-up in LA.
Where
That could be
we
next
did-
year, though.
I'd be down as long as we had.
Well, they already have the Lebowski's Fest out here.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, they have it every year, every summer.
I've never even heard of it.
The Dude's Brewing Company sponsors it. It's like,
I've been only once to that place, but
Really?
I got
I've
my
only been a couple
undergrad
times.
from Fullerton, Cal State,
yeah.
and there's like that whole fucking sea of like microbreweries
Yeah,
around
yeah.
there. Or wait, no, is the Dudes by Monkish? That's in Torrance, right?
The dude.
No, the Dude's is in like El Segundo, like near.
No, I think it's
is
in
it?
Torrance.
It is Torrance. Yeah.
okay,
Torrance,
so it
yeah.
is by Monkish. Never
Yeah.
mind. I thought this was like in
Yes.
Anaheim and
One
shit.
of,
No, you're
I
right.
really like the dude's most excellent IPA. It's their.
It's so excellent.
Yeah, it is
so
excellent.
excellent.
It was also Bill and Ted inspired too. I love that. The can.
Oh.
It's very cute. Very cute.
Okay.
Also, I put it in Fleetwood Mac.
Yes, I love this song.
Okay, so former NASA engineer designs a glitter bomb trap to avenge Amazon delivery theft victims.
Yes.
I love it.
I do too.
Scientific. Fuck you.
This NASA engineer gone YouTube star. His name is Mark Rober. He's on YouTube. He makes these videos. He's received
Lots of glitter.
Well, I saw the video. I'll just fucking tell you what happens. He basically engineers. He had a video of somebody stealing his packages.
Oh, really? Mark. All right.
Because he has that
Mark
home
Rober.
security.
Yeah.
thing.
So he made a YouTube video, basically explaining, what this happens in the around the holidays a lot. Everyone gets their pet.
I'm extremely happy that this is where my stairs come in handy.
You're right.
All my packages
Yes.
are right here.
Yeah.
Nobody's coming up my stairs.
No, for sure. But a lot of
And also, I want to give a shout out to fucking delivery drivers. Thank you for not leaving them on the stairs.
absolutely.
Oh my god.
Because I have had that once or twice, but most of them leave it on my porch up
Dude, they
here.
really are the unsung heroes of the
But,
holidays.
yeah,
right?
Well, now they're a
run
lot
up the
more reliable. I
stairs.
feel like they take pictures of where they're
Yes.
dropping them off and
Well,
shit.
Amazon for
Yeah.
sure. But yes, coming up the stairs, putting it on my porch, and then taking a picture,
Well-
much better than just leaving it halfway up the stairs. Which,
Yeah. Around this time, though, Amazon hires contractors.
Oh.
So they'll hire a contract company to pick up from Amazon because they don't have enough employees to deliver everything for the day. So they'll pay like an agency to hire like a fleet of a Fleetwood Mac, a bunch of a fleet of drivers. And I actually had an interview to be a delivery driver, but I just knew that I was going to be working this job a lot, so I didn't end up going.
He knew
but-
he'd fall asleep in the truck and then deliver them.
No, honestly, that job that I worked at Disney was like my favorite job I'd ever had, and I was really bummed out that
Did
I
you
lost
get
that
to
get
get into Disney for free?
No.
You got some.
No, but I got
merch,
real cool stuff because I also worked. Okay, so I worked where they made the toys.
Ooh.
So I got free toys all the time.
Hell yeah.
And I got into
and
the
I never got one.
and around Christmas time they would let us into the warehouse.
Where are all the toys at?
They would let us into the warehouse and pick out what we wanted.
No way.
Yeah. So
Are you sure? Or was this just you like
No,
a
I
self?
swear-
and
no, I swear.
So on Christmas,
They
I would let
let me in.
myself into the warehouse.
No, because I
and
wasn't.
pick out my favorite.
I wasn't allowed in the warehouse across the way with all the good shit. So they would unlock the cages and shit. So around Christmas time, you were able to fucking just like, but you're only allowed like 5 items.
I'm sorry. I picture Ryan like Homer Simpson in his dream world where he's tippy-toeing through the thing. And he's like,
I'd be the same.
he's going through the fucking cages. La 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 la
Yeah.
la la la.
That's where I got that, dude. I have this like collectible little Chewbacca thing.
Yeah.
It's worth like fucking like $150
That's
now.
awesome. Though, my daughter she's into blind boxes. And this one cool lady, Leanna Lynn's Wonderland Boutique.
Shout
in Eagle
out.
Rock. Shout out. She, well, anyway, I'm not going to give away the secrets. Anyway, she like hooked her up on Intel to pick some good boxes because you can't see them. And so then my daughter has some toys, Tokidoki toys and shit that are worth like $380 fucking dollars,
Yeah.
like $400 for a pony unicorn.
Yeah. Keep them shits.
We're keeping them. I mean,
For
we have no intention to sell them, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
Give
it's fun.
But
Toys are
anyway, yeah.
fun.
So we got to do that, and so of course I would always get the collectibles because I was like,
yes,
you know.
and you'd know about them because
Yeah.
you're in. Yeah, you're
yeah.
into
Oh, and
that.
I would,
Yeah.
and like I would know which ones were coming out, which ones were gonna be hot. On the so like I fucked up because I didn't get the porgs.
Oh.
And because here's the thing, because at the time the Star Wars movie had not come out yet.
Which one?
The second
This-
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the porch.
With the
Okay.
porgs. So
Or
everyone,
actually, yeah.
so everyone wanted to buy porgs, and we had first dibs on them, so we could have resold them. So everyone resold
The
theirs.
porgs are the weird bird-looking things.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
Like,
They look like
Star Wars
penguins.
Yeah,
Furbies,
the little
Furbies,
penguin,
yeah.
owl, weird two-faced
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
and then the movie came out, and then they all lost value.
Oh,
Fuck.
really?
Yes.
I'm surprised about that, actually.
Yeah, they're not like no one gives a shit
Are
anymore.
you stoked about Star Wars?
Star
Star
Wars World.
Yes.
Okay, so did you guys see they completed construction on the Millennium Falcon?
Didn't. But
Okay, wait. I still haven't finished the story yet.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Did we not go on tangents on this show?
Anyway, so the packages get stolen. That's a real problem around in the.
I'm sorry. I have to say this real quick about YouTube. It's fucking weird, but hilarious and awesome that no matter what you type in, there's an option for 1 to 10 hours of that on a loop. So I typed in pork sounds.
That's the one. Everyone wanted that one last year.
It's an hour long of pork sounds. First of all, Duel of the Fates best One of the best fucking Star Wars songs.
Oh my god, they're so fucking cute.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, dude, porgs are fucking cute.
They
But
are.
I love that you can just go so an hour of different pork sounds.
Oh my god.
Pork sounds 1 million times. Holy shit.
That's too much.
That's too much.
Stop it.
It's too much. It's too
Stop
much.
it.
It's too much. But now that I found Duel of the Fates and Porgs, I love it.
Okay.
Okay, so continue.
Go.
We're still listening to you, Ryan.
We're listening. This is the background.
So this guy decided to stop it. This guy decided to get revenge on these people who are stealing packages in his neighborhood because his neighbor actually got her packages stolen as well.
Right.
So he made a little box. It's a glitter bomb.
Yes.
And
which we all love glitter bombs.
So he's an engineer.
That is
so
cool.
So he put
Can we
NASA.
watch a
look
video
at check out
of
the
a
video.
glitter
Yeah, so
bomb?
this is the whole
Yes.
video. But he explains how he made it first. So if you
okay.
if you go
He's about
far
to
enough
open it in
ahead,
his car, but what he doesn't know is this is a custom-built bait package that is recording him on 4 different cameras, and it's about to unleash a pound of the world's
Holy
finest glitter,
shit.
along with some other surprises. But to
Okay,
understand
that's
how
way
he
better
got
than
to this
Engineers
point,
get all
first,
my
we
love
need to
and
rewind it.
support.
and a stink bomb.
Ooh,
About
better.
7
You
months
are
ago,
fucking
I noticed
genius.
a package being reported as delivered, but it never arrived. So when I checked our security cameras, I noticed this lovely couple out for a stroll.
Fucking thieves.
Bitch ass motherfucker.
Bitch ass thieves. Oh, look at how casual.
As you can see, they have backpacks on, and they're just going around the neighborhood making an afternoon out of this. And if you've ever been in a situation like this, you just sort of feel violated. And then I
Yeah?
took this to the police, and even with the video evidence, they said it's just not worth their time to look into. So then you
Oh, go
also
fuck yourself,
feel
police.
powerless. And I just felt
Wow.
like something needs to be done to take a stand against dishonest punks like this. And then I was like, hold up. I built a dartboard that moves to get a bullseye every time.
Oh, wow.
I
Yes!
spent 9 years designing
I need the
hardware that's
dartboard.
currently roving around on another freaking planet. If anyone was going to make a revenge bait package and over-engineer the crap out of it, it was going to be me. So I started with a sketch and some CAD,
love
and then I
him.
hit up my buddy Sean, who is really
Yeah,
good
here,
at
just
this
move
type of
forward because
small
he really
electronic
goes
stuff.
really in depth
And we
about
get
how he
to
Yeah,
makes
he's
it.
an engineer.
So go forward a little bit. Go forward a little bit.
Yeah, I will. Where? Okay,
About about here. About here.
Because, I mean, who
There?
doesn't love
Yeah.
that board brain inside that the lid's been removed?
A little
and then
little
that
more, a
sets
little more.
everything in motion. And I mean,
That's beautiful and awesome.
So it's
Check-
this thing that spins and it just fucking spirals out glitter.
It's a tornado of
because
glitter.
the phones have GPS, we created a
I'll pause it real
virtual
quick just so people know. Check it out. Mark Rober, Rober, on YouTube. Package thief versus glitter bomb trap.
fence around my house. So I get a notification when the package has been moved off the property. So I put it out on the porch, and now all that was left to do was wait.
And he put a label on it that
Okay,
was
so I
from
was at work,
Kevin
and I got a
McAllister.
notification that the
Cute.
fence we set up had been tripped. So then I checked the cameras, and sure enough, the package is gone. So I checked the GPS and sort of tracked it, and it appears they're in a car because they seem to leave my house pretty quickly, but it seems to have stopped in a parking garage, which is where I'm headed to now. And if you're
Nice.
new here, this isn't a prank channel, so I am completely out of my comfort zone.
4 minutes later.
And there she is. Oh.
I love science. Oh, she already
This is
activated.
like recovering the black box of a crashed airplane. It would still work even if I didn't get the box back. The footage would upload to the cloud, but it's just faster to plug the phones in. So I'm gonna go home and find out how this somehow ended up here.
Awesome.
So it
All right.
appears he was walking down the sidewalk and then suddenly makes a hard left.
Yeah.
Then he takes the package and gets in his car and eventually makes it to this parking garage where this glorious sequence unfolds.
Opens the box. Explodes with glitter. What the fuck?
No way.
That's awesome. And there's like 4 camera phones attached to it, actually.
Yeah. Well,
Look at my car, dude.
Yes.
Everything.
Yeah. That looks like a nice car, too.
God.
He's just an asshole.
I got in my car and everything.
Yeah, so I don't know if you can skip ahead. There's like, oh yeah, so here I think this is where I caught the end of it. So watch this.
Yeah. So what is this now?
This is his neighbor.
He gave one to her.
He gave one to her. Yeah.
Nice.
And she said somebody stole some packages from her place too.
Mm.
So it's basically one of the Google Home things.
Yeah.
And he slapped a label on it. So
Yeah.
it looks like it just
Then
got
people
delivered.
Just pick them up.
Yeah.
They open them up. Explode.
What the
And then the fart spray too. Watch.
Come on, bro. I'm trying to steal some packages here. Why is this happening? Why is this happening to me? He's just trying to shake it off.
Watch and then fart spray.
that smell?
What's that?
Stinks.
He throws it out the window.
There's another one
Another one.
at home.
I want to tag my friend Lauren on this.
Oh. I love that so many people are pissed about this.
Yeah.
Like someone did them wrong.
Like, we got you, bitch.
Yes.
Lid doesn't open at all, bro. Glitter spin.
Nigga.
Don't see the N-word, Garrett.
There was a soft A. I'm sorry, there was no R on that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Get out of here, bro. You shouldn't even have grabbed that. What the
Okay, so dude, this is what I'm saying. Like so much of this is not even it. Okay, these are just people that like literally they're not even hard off. First of all,
Yeah.
most of these cars look nice. There was a Prius. It looked like that one car had like wooden panels. These are just asshole people.
Yeah.
Like not hard off. They're just, hey, there's a package. I'm gonna take it.
They're just fucking thieves.
Exactly. Jesus. And so that's what I'm saying. Like that. And they're all different walks of life, different ethnicities, of course, too. It's just asshole people.
Yep. So anyway, this guy got revenge. Guys, I would suggest getting your packages sent to a place with a dog,
Yes.
place with a gate.
There's also
Or-
a lot of options to put instructions.
Yeah.
So like for my parents' house, they have a gate that they usually say put it on wherever behind the gate.
Behind the gate.
For here, I have stairs. I haven't run into that. Hopefully, I never do. Knock on wood. But I also
don't
recommend.
thi- I mean,
there
I-
are some
I
cheap cameras too.
I'm pretty sure they have to put it on your porch at the very minimum. So since your porch is at the top of the hill, like they have to do that. They would never leave it on the sidewalk.
I have seen packages on the middle of my stairs, top of this, like everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's not been in all one place, but this year specifically, with all the packages we've been getting, now that I have my brother and my roommate here, all of them have been on my porch. Thank God.
Yeah,
Thank the drivers.
Right.
Yeah. And then the deliverers. But yeah, before there had definitely been people that don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I usually have them just sent to either my job or Vicky's parents' place because they have a gate and a little dog.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that. They get them sent to their dog's place.
The dog's place, yeah.
To the people who have dogs who have their
dog's
own
in.
places.
Yeah.
Good for you. No, but work.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would
I've
never
worked in the
send them to
mailroom
her.
a lot for different offices.
So that's
yeah.
safe. Yeah.
Yeah. What's
I'm sorry, I said where are my dogs at.
Oh.
And now
Who let the dogs out?
fuck you,
Oh.
Ed. Let's go ahead and wait about 3 more seconds.
Anyway, that's it for me. I gotta piss.
Go ahead and take a piss, and we're gonna put this up right now.
Yes. Prayers to the homeboy DMX.
Shut them down, open up shop. Whoa, whoa. That's how rough riders roll.
I love this.
All right. And
have you heard him sing like Christmas carols and shit?
Oh, you know what? I think I have one. I feel like we brought it on the show. Oh, no, okay. We got to break it out for so for the Christmas
Bring
episode.
it out.
Try to remember. Remind me. I want to fucking
something.
bring that
It's
shit
like, what is it? It's a Christmas carol. I think you just have to put DMX Christmas or Christmas something.
DMX Christmas, because yeah, like I feel like we've had this on the show before, but DMX Christmas carol,
something.
Christmas song.
Yes.
All right, Rudolph.
That's the one. That's the one it was.
All right, let me pause this.
Hey, can I get more ice when Ryan comes back?
Yes, you may.
Do you want more?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
There is a tray with just water.
Uh-huh.
That
put it in there.
No, I was gonna say just be careful that you don't pull that one out. It's already.
Okay.
Like so. When I made these, I put a new one in there. There's like a bunch of
So
others.
just make sure it's not the
careful.
watery one.
Exactly.
Gotcha. I love it.
Right there.
We used to laugh and call him names. Joining them in beer game.
Hell no. Have you heard this?
Yeah, I brought this on the show like 2 years.
That's what I was saying. I was like, I feel like it's been on the show.
I brought this on around Christmas time because we talked earlier that year about the remix of Reading Rainbow.
Yes, and you're like,
I fucking love Reading Rainbow so hard.
So we had a whole episode on the Reading Rainbow one, and then
Ryan, you left the bathroom door open.
sorry.
I'm sorry, you're like one of my favorite people right now. I tell him that shit every fucking time.
I'm sorry.
I don't get why it's such a big
We poop in
Because
there.
we smell everything.
Yeah, I wanna
peed.
smell my.
It doesn't matter.
Well, we are not talking about what we did in there, but we're just saying.
Oh, because you took a smelly shit in there. That's why.
I'm just trying to
And
say.
it doesn't matter who
close
did
the door.
what, bro.
Doesn't matter who did what. We're not pointing fingers.
I always leave the door slightly open. These are okay. This is why, because I don't like making people knock. Like if there's nobody in there.
knocking.
We're all three of us.
So my
there.
whole I've
just-
always grown up with
so
like
you're-
leaving the door slightly
so you're
open so that
thinking
people
about
know that
the-
no one's in there.
No, that's not how it works.
No, it's not.
No. I'd rather knock
I would much rather knock and no.
than just
I don't
be like,
but I always feel annoyed when people
so
knock
there's
when I'm
shit
in there doing
particles all
something.
over my
really?
house.
Really?
I hate when people knock on the door when I'm fucking shitting or something.
Who does that?
That's weird.
My daughter just straight up barges in when I'm shitting in the house.
Yes.
Like it's not even.
But that's
a
what I'm
knock.
saying. If you're in a room full of people that you don't know that well and you're in the bathroom and then somebody else needs to go in there.
Also,
and
there's
they
a
knock
lock on the door.
Okay, I understand that. I don't know. Look, I was raised differently.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna get some ice.
Go. All right. Yeah. So where was I? Oh,
Whatever, your fucking toothbrush is in there anyway. So
It's
why
not.
the fuck?
Mine. I remember.
It's not. My personally, my toothbrush is in my room. Yeah, go for it, dude. Thank you so much. My toothbrush is in my room. My brothers and my roommates are in there, and they know they do their own thing. They have their own lives, their own choices. I will not leave my toothbrush in a bathroom. Even remember when I had my own place, I still didn't leave my toothbrush in the
Your
bathroom.
own place. Oh, in the back. Yeah.
In the back, yeah. But the studio, the one bedroom.
Yeah.
I did not.
That's your own poop.
And I didn't leave it there. It was always leave my toothbrush in my room, or just not in the bathroom because that's where all the poop goes and it's in the air.
Whatever.
I'm not down. But on that note, we're gonna go into my stories. So DMX, let me give you a pause real.
He's riding around on fucking 4x.
He's living his best life right now.
He was.
He was back then in whenever this fucking song came out.
98.
Exactly. But as of right now,
2001.
yes. But
It's me, bitch. I may have some news for you. Go ahead.
Entertainment news, everybody. This just broke out.
That is a scientific fact, huh?
I'm not gonna get to this story. I have a question for you.
Yeah, try and go fast.
You guys a little bit tingly in the fans. Okay, we need to move on from that.
that's what she said.
I read somewhere that their periods attract bears.
I'm sorry, we can't hear anything you're saying right now.
What?
Can I just say how much I love this sound?
It's a good sound.
Great sound.
It's like in every Michael Bay movie ever.
And Christopher Nolan.
No.
What's your favorite sound?
No, my favorite narrator is who's the one who does Planet Earth?
Morgan Freeman?
No, that's God, that's fucking the voice of God. That's
Yeah.
No.
Oh, the Metatron? That's
that English Attenborough. Roy Ray Attenborough. You never watched Planet Earth?
I no.
Damn.
I don't smoke weed.
No?
No, because remember I told you Ryan and I are similar in that when we smoke weed, we go to sleep. If and when you meet the deceased Ricky C.
We're gonna be homies.
He's all about that, the green stuff.
Yeah, I smoked the other day, and
then he went to sleep.
No, man, I first before I went to sleep, I ate like fucking 5 McDonald's cheeseburgers.
Yes.
Nice.
I got a munchie attack, dude.
Me too. Yesterday I had hot Cheetos. I had peppermint brownies. I had chocolate mochi dumplings.
Jesus.
And Din Tai Fung. And I was telling him about Din Tai Fung.
By the way, she's a foodie too, and I fucking love it. Like she sends me snaps of these fucking different foods, and I'm like,
no, and also amazing. He changed my life. The first podcast we did when I was being your sub remotely.
Sure.
He took me to Viet Hong.
Oh yeah, and in Omani.
And holy shit.
What the fuck is that?
It's a
he's never been there.
It's a Vietnamese soup spot.
It's
just
that's
a
why
Vietnamese restaurant.
I don't fucking pay for soup.
I will pay for soup. That is like one of my favorite.
No,
things
Ryan
in the
has
world.
this thing.
Thank
so
you.
even though how delicious pho and ramen are, he refuses to pay for soup because he says that he has this thing where he's like, I've lived my whole like so much of my life on packaged ramen.
Oh, that's shit's bomb too. I still like it.
Yeah,
that's why I was telling his brother. I was like, that smells good, and I just ate.
The only fucking like white trash food that I still fucking buy at a restaurant is like mac and cheese.
But
that's not white trash though.
Are you just over ramen?
You have this pride thing.
No, I don't like. I don't know. I just don't like the idea of like paying for like a bowl of soup.
What about a bowl of like? There's so much different.
Like
so much other stuff too.
Well, like a bowl of noodles. I don't know. Okay,
pozole,
like I love pozole.
Veggie broth,
and I love seafood. So like I love like
soup,
gumbo. Like
yes, that's my favorite shit. I go to a Mexican restaurant with caldo siete madres and boom.
Come on, Ryan.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I'm saying I eat all that shit.
When I walked in the door, oh, you thought you was
What? Ryan doesn't eat soup. Stop. Oh no.
Oh.
Guess he doesn't need a bowl.
Yes. I love this video. I'm just watching it right now. And they're
It's
just
so
like,
funny, dude.
They're riding ATVs everywhere, just fucking flying down staircases and on motorcycles.
Oh my god.
This looks so
DMX
fun.
is a G.
Fuck yeah. But yeah, so Ryan won't pay for soup.
I won't pay for noodles.
Okay.
Let me rephrase it.
Ryan won't pay for noodles.
But not with the broth. Not with the broth.
I haven't had spaghetti at a restaurant in probably about 15 years.
I just probably haven't had spaghetti anywhere.
I guarantee it's an ad.
Yeah.
Yes. Get
I'm
on.
so sweaty that my
you kinda get
glasses keep fogging up.
You get what I'm saying, though, right?
I
Like,
need them, I guess.
like I had cheap fucking spaghetti every fucking day.
Yeah, and I get you that because I swear to God there was like a week where I just went straight just spaghetti.
Aww.
Nothing else. Because she made
that's all you had to eat.
Yeah.
My mom. Times. You make a big old pot?
Big old pot. And she's like,
and then
you eat
fucking
that for the rest of
the fucking week.
Okay. And this is the thing. It's hard. Like, I'm not complaining because obviously I had food.
Right.
Right.
But it's the same thing every day. Even in jail, they change it up.
Are you sure? Oh, yeah, you've been there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure their choices are limited.
So for lunch, you had the option. Not the option. You had the variations of a PB&J sandwich, a bologna sandwich
but I love PB&J.
with different condiments.
Ew.
And for dinner, every day it was something different, although it was the same thing every few weeks. So it was like mac and chili, or like chicken patty, or like
I like chicken patty.
Chicken patty was the best. That was the rare. That was the rarest. That was the rarest.
I fuck with the chicken patty.
You had to pay $2 for someone for a chicken patty. I swear to God. I was like, I will give you 2 soups. You give me a chicken patty right now.
I went to a Peruvian restaurant the other day. That shit was bomb.
Did you have the leche de tigre?
No.
Tiger's milk? The shrimp with the green lemony juice sauce. Do you like seafood?
I love seafood.
That shit is bomb.
I had I had this thing. It was like just a bunch of. It was like just a seafood platter.
Yeah.
And I had with rice, and it was nothing but like scallops and.
Do they always give you bread with this
Dude,
creamy sauce?
the fucking bread.
Yes.
The fucking bread,
Peruvian
bro.
bread.
Bro.
What is that bread?
I don't know.
We need to find out.
I don't know. These little buns.
Yes, and like dinner rolls,
Yes.
but not like dinner rolls.
So my girl's family took me. They're like, this place is awesome.
Is
You're
your
gonna love
girl
the bread.
Peruvian?
No.
Oh, okay. What
No,
ethnicity
she's like
is the
she's
kid?
Salvian Mexican.
Yeah.
But that's another bomb combo. Like you have best of
kill you
both
and clean it
worlds.
up.
She'll
Yeah.
kill you, but she'll make you bomb ass poo-poo sauce.
And clean it up.
Well, she doesn't cook, so
Well, her mom will.
her mom makes these bomb ass fucking. I love Salvadorian tamales.
I like Guatemalan and Salvadorian.
Well, they're
tamales.
kind of the same
They're
with the
very
banana
similar.
with the banana leaves.
And they don't fuck with it that much. It's
Yeah.
not like too
Dude,
much
have
stuff.
you've
is
never had
inside.
one?
They're just.
You never had
moist.
I've never had
Salvadorian tamale?
I've had Mexican tamales and Asian tamales, which are called dong.
Bro.
Very
They're-
different.
they're made with rice.
The most moist, delicious things,
They're
and you
delicious.
put lemon on them, and I fucking love.
Or some
lemon.
some sour cream. Boom.
Oh, that's Salvadorian. Guatemalan
Yeah.
is lemon.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's a shit, dude.
it's so good.
So moist.
Yummy. All right, moving forward. Ryan has to get out of here pretty quickly, so I'm just
Okay.
gonna do this. Actually, I mean, with her, like you can just go whenever you need to, but we're gonna try and keep it going.
I got like 15 minutes.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, let's
exactly.
do it with Ryan.
So this is what I have been talking about, and this is what I fucking love: is that I got AMC A-list, and I have seen 3 or 4 new movies recently in the last couple of weeks. I already told you, I think last week, I saw Bohemian Rhapsody. Yes. I saw Venom.
Yeah, I need to see Bohemian Rhapsody.
And I just saw Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which is so fucking good.
I heard.
Yes!
I heard it's awesome.
It is my... I will put this on right now. It is my favorite Spider-Man movie. Yes, I've seen all the other movies. Yes, I love a few of them. Fuck Spider-Man 3. I love Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. Oh, yeah, period,
That's so
yes.
cute.
Period,
I
yes, but
can't
Into the
wait.
Spider-Verse, so
That's in the
fucking
list.
good. I was at my job and talking to people. I'm like there's these millionaires walking in there, they're fucking fancy ass shit, and they're like asking me my day. I'm like, I saw this amazing movie that you need to check out. It's called Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
It's a fucking cartoon.
Whoa! It's a cartoon.
Yes.
Best shit
How
ever.
cute.
So fucking good.
It's,
story amazing.
who
Voice
is-
acting amazing.
who is the voice
animation.
actor?
Peter Parker is voiced by what's his name from New Girl, right?
Yeah,
Who?
I have to look up the name.
I
for
don't
that.
watch that show.
He was
Did you see
I just-
Jurassic World.
That man?
With
That
the
man?
with the no,
That one who trains? That one?
not that man.
Oh,
But you've seen Jurassic World.
yeah, I have.
You're thinking of Chris Pratt.
He's got the glasses and he's doing the computer stuff. and
yeah.
he's nasally-
Fucking.
I'm gonna just pull it
the
up.
one I was
Mark.
thinking.
It's like Mark something. I can't remember.
Is
his
it the
name.
one
These
in
are-
the original Jurassic ones? The olive
No,
skin tone one? No, not that one.
No, I'm
He
gonna
was
tell
just
you
in
right now.
Tag, which is what I saw.
No,
over the weekend.
here's the thing: is voice or character actors are the ones that they meme about. They talk to you about. They're like, you know their faces, but you don't know their
Jake
names.
Johnson. That's
Yes.
it, yeah.
I don't know. what
No.
that is.
Jake Johnson was Peter Beep. No, yeah. Sorry. He's the main Peter Parker that you see in the story.
Yeah, that's what I
But
was thinking of.
There's actually I feel like another one that does. Yeah, Kimiko Glenn did. Oh, just kidding. Sorry, John Maloney.
John Mulaney, Peter Parker, Peter Porker.
That's Peter Parker?
Peter Ham. There's another one that did Peter. I thought a different one. Because there's a Peter B. Parker and a Peter Parker.
Well,
Spider-Pig.
spoilers.
Spider-Pig.
It's a fucking movie about multiple dimensions.
Spider-Man's,
No.
yeah. No,
Chris
dimensions.
Pine. Oh shit!
Chris Pratt is in it?
Apparently,
You guys,
So
the
Chris
guy
Pine-
is in it.
Chris Pine played a version of Peter Parker, and
Oh, Chris
John-
Pine, not Chris Pratt.
Jake Johnson, who is in New Girl, did Peter
Joe,
B. Parker.
Joe Jack.
Joe Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson.
Shout out Orange
Who's
County.
that?
He's a
I just
hero.
watched that movie again.
I need to.
It's
I love
so
it.
it
is
still
that?
Have you
holds
ever
up,
seen
dude.
Orange
Still
County?
holds up.
Yeah. Have you seen Orange
No.
County? Jack Black, Colin Hanks.
It's an old. It was like it came out when we were in high school.
Yeah, it is so good. Okay, so it's
Okay.
it's a
What's
early
it about?
2000s movie, very early 2000s musically. About
Wait,
actually.
it's a musical?
No.
Oh, I
mu-
was like,
no.
I don't like musicals.
soundtrack
Okay.
is-
soundtrack. I'm saying.
Okay.
Like remember that song, "Kuma Butterfly, Sugar Baby."
So that's in that movie a lot. But,
Okay, I want to watch it.
It's a really
I
funny
love
movie.
The
But
fucking early 2000s.
Tom
and
Hanks' son,
late
Colin
90s.
Hanks.
He's
That's
basically a senior graduating high school and
And he's smart.
he's really smart. And he's trying to get into Harvard because he wants to be a writer.
I might have seen it actually.
And Jack
like-
Black is his brother.
Jack Black is his brother. He's like a
It
drug
sounds
addict.
Very familiar.
It's
now.
super funny.
It is
Aw.
hilarious.
Yeah.
You gotta check
Okay,
it out.
I will.
But
I mean,
yeah.
I saw Unbreakable.
Oh, finally.
And
Yeah,
then
so we're talking about.
I ended up renting that shit.
Talking about Glass.
going through-
I finally watched it not too long ago too. It's fucking.
you
for
great.
the
haven't seen
first time
Unbreakable.
I
ever.
hadn't seen it
For
until
the same.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I want to hear this. What did you both think
But
about
had
Unbreakable?
you seen Split?
I had seen Split. I
Okay,
didn't, I
same-
didn't know that it
same.
was. Well, okay, so I went with somebody who knew that. Well, who didn't.
I didn't.
Well, we watched it together. We didn't know it hadn't been announced that it was like a sequel.
Right.
To,
Yeah.
so-
Right.
That
But
was-
it was in
that
the
was
same
the-
universe.
Yeah. So then,
Twist/reveal.
so we
Yeah.
watched. So I loved Split, and then at the end, there's like that big reveal, and then he was like, "Oh shit, really?" And then I was like, "I didn't
get
I'm
it.
like, I didn't get
Same.
it." He had to
Yeah,
explain
'cause-
it to me.
But I loved Split.
I loved Unbreakable
And
too.
then
After I
no,
watched Unbreakable,
and I loved Unbreakable. So
Yeah.
then now I'm like, Glass cannot
Yeah.
come out soon
Yeah,
enough.
it's
Like
gonna be really
I
good.
love this trajectory, and I love the order that I watched it in too, because
Yeah.
I'm so
Me too.
obsessed with the first movie because I felt like I'm like, oh my god, that guy, whatever the actor's name is, who plays all those personalities.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, and I didn't get it. So same thing. I don't know.
I'm
John
trying.
I don't know
McAvoy.
what name-
John
yeah.
McAvoy. Yeah.
And then when I saw the trailer for Glass, I was like, wait, so what's Unbreakable? Because then like things started connecting, and I was like, wait. I
Yeah.
do remember seeing Bruce Willis, and I
Yeah.
do like what's going on, and then he fills me in. He's like, "This is this."
Yeah.
Then I go and see Unbreakable,
Yeah.
and I'm just like,
Yeah.
mind
Mr.
blown.
Glass
I'm
is
like, thank you,
Sam Jackson.
for seeing this
And
after.
here's something that I find interesting about her. We've talked on this show about it. Is that like she is one of the people that enjoys spoilers.
Oh, without a doubt.
If
Oh,
they
jeez.
If you tell me how something ends, I promise you I will go watch
If
it.
they
If
sell
I'm
the
like,
movie.
that is wait. Like when my daughter told me about Avengers Infinity War,
Well,
and
Infinity
she
War,
told me
that's fine now,
and she
yeah.
told me the ending. No, I won't even kill
Oh,
it.
yeah.
That's when I went to go see it. I
Wow.
said, wait, how?
How does that happen?
And then she's like, "Do you really?" And my daughter's
I guess so.
one of the few people who will be like, "I'll tell you," because she knows she knows me.
Yeah.
And so then she's like, "This happened," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"What?" Because like I'm like, okay, so people have let on, like they're not trying to spoil it, but it's like some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
There's some twist,
Yeah.
and then she's like this, and I'm like, "No way."
Did
she's
you guys-
like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I don't believe it," and I'm like, "How about this?" She's like, "Just see it. I'm telling you how it
Yeah.
ends," and
Yeah.
I'm like, "I'm gonna go see it."
Yeah.
Same with everything else. I'm like, "What's the ending?" And they're like, "I'm not gonna fucking tell you." I'm like, just tell me
Even with like the big twists. and
anything,
stuff?
anything. But I
then
will
you gotta set up the whole
strangle you.
movie.
No. But if Game of Thrones gets
spoiled.
spoiled for me, someone
That just
She's gonna
someone's
shank you.
Just reminded me of
someone's
something.
going to die.
That just reminded me of something. I forgot to tell. Okay, so I was telling you about that thing Plex.
Yes.
So now-
there's a movie app that he's.
So
been
now I'm
watching
on Plex.
What is that?
So first of all, is this like a Cody type of thing, or is
No.
this a thing, a legit?
It's
thing?
a legit like
that doesn't make
legal-
sense if it's like new movies though.
Yes, it does because there are a lot of movies that are still in theaters that are available on digital.
Oh, it grabs the digitals.
Yes.
Okay, I thought you meant like.
So I got
Only
it. I'm not
then.
gonna.
Yeah,
I mean, I am. I had a friend send me like an invite code to be or an invite thing to be a part of his library.
Yeah.
So he pays for it. I had to pay a small fee to like.
What's a small fee?
It's what?
What's
What
a
is-
It's
small
$5.
fee? Okay. I don't even know what you're.
I had to pay a small fee to use.
Small fee of $25 a month.
Yeah.
30,000 million.
It was $5 to kind of get like unlimited playback
Yeah.
because at some point it cuts you off. You know,
Oh.
like it gives you like a daily amount you can use it.
Oh, I get like Pornhub.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
No, I
I've never
figured
ex-
it out. I
I've
know
never
how
exceeded
I
the
can
amount of Pornhub.
neither have I. Ever since I figured out the algorithm.
So like, I hit that max. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess.
Like,
I
wait, what? You just always go to search. Be curious.
Okay.
Yeah, never subscribe. Don't do.
No, absolutely. Don't pay for porn.
Don't pay for
Don't you
porn.
fucking pay for porn.
Never.
There's infinite amount of free porn.
Infinite amount of free porn.
Yeah. Anyway,
I want to know if anyone's tried to see all of the porn.
Yeah, there's people who pay
Yeah.
for it always. Do you like?
That's the fucking
That's
ridiculous.
I get
I'm like,
I get
all the
girls on
Snapchats?
Snapchat
Yes.
like, add me now. And it's like
only $50 a month. I'm like, bitch.
Add me on my premium. I'm like, no, thank you. I'm going to block your ass,
Those
bitch.
people make so much money.
Yeah, I know they do.
God. Garrett, we need to get on that.
I have actual friends that are doing that. And I'm like, good for you, first
Wait,
of all.
how can you link me up with them?
I've done a couple free trials.
I've never gotten a free trial. Oh,
Can
you're
I
for the
please-
sites. For the sites?
Give me
Yeah.
your coupon code.
Yeah, we're talking about the Snapchats.
Oh, no.
Premium.
Yeah, like they'll draw like, okay, so it'll be like, I just added you. Look at me.
Yeah.
And there's like emojis on their boobs and
Right.
pussy.
Right.
And it's like, but if you swipe up and
get
pay
access-
for premium,
Right,
you
yeah.
can see it with that
No, it's
stuff.
on. It's the same thing on Instagram.
And I'm like,
they do
I
it on
don't
Instagram
I don't
too.
want to do that. I don't want to
Yeah.
do that right now.
Yeah.
I also don't want to pay you money.
I don't want to
Ever.
give you my
Can we
money.
talk about the movies I was talking about?
Yes.
Uh, So, anyway, so he shares his thing with me, and then you just kind of you create an account on your computer, and that's like your media hub, and basically that's where you set up all your shit. But I'm able to use it on Xbox. It's on Xbox. It's on my phone. So that's how I'm able to. I've been able to watch all these movies. I just watched Tag last night.
So how we didn't finish the conversation we were talking about. How is it overall?
What do you mean?
Tag.
Oh, that's
Without
the
spoiling,
movie.
Yeah.
It's way better than I thought.
Okay, so Tag was one of those things that I was like,
It
looks
looked
like it
really lame.
could be okay, but it looked kind of lame.
Is-
Also, I'm sorry. I
It's
have
a-
nothing against the person because I don't know him and I've never heard anything about him. But I don't like any of the acting or comedy coming out of Pete or Ed Helms' mouth. I don't like Ed Helms.
It's
as an
very
actor.
it's very buddy comedy, the Hangover style.
And
I like The Hangover.
Yeah, but here's the thing: like they brought Ed Helms, who was in The Hangover,
Yeah, but it doesn't really.
into a very similar movie.
He's not. He's one of the main characters, but a lot of the story and comedy doesn't lie on him.
But is he basically the same character?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Ed Helms doesn't act.
Yeah.
Ed Helms is Ed Helms,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
if he acts, he's one character.
Yeah. It's basically Ed Helms, and he. Yeah, what did I say? Isla Fisher.
I love her.
She plays his wife.
That's Sacha Baron Cohen's wife,
Yes,
right?
yeah. So she plays his
Okay,
wife
love
in the
her.
movie, and she destroys it. She's so funny in that
I
movie.
wish she was my wife.
She does. She's not even. You don't even see her in any of the trailers, and she's the funniest person in that movie.
She's amazing.
Which is funny because she's not known for being a comedic
But
actress.
that couple, I mean,
yeah,
have we all
obviously.
watched Wedding Crashers?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That bitch is
I find you-
psycho.
Yeah.
She's crazy.
Yeah. She's-
Vince Vaughn in her, because I love Vince Vaughn too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both of them are like, yes, this
Yeah.
shit is
Also,
weird
I'll
and
be
fucking
honest,
awesome.
she was crazy as fuck, and I was kind of turned on by it.
She is so, yeah, exactly.
course.
That's what I'm saying. You're like the hottest, crazy
Yeah,
psychopath.
yeah. Well, she's
I like
very.
crazy.
She's also fucking crazy in this movie too,
Okay.
which is why. Which
Yes!
is what makes her really funny.
Yes, to Isla Fisher being crazy.
It's really funny though, and fuck, who else is in the movie?
There's a blonde girl.
Pamela
Was she in
Anderson?
there?
Yeah, the blonde. Well, I
Oh,
guess
the funny one from Scream?
no. I don't know who the fuck she is.
Wait, what? What did
You
you
know
come?
that the one that always comes out, the funny one. She's in
Drew Barrymore?
Lost in Translation.
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson.
No, yeah, I love how you guys think of her. The other one, the one who's acting a fool, the ninja movie. Oh my god,
Scarlett Johansson.
that's the booty in the intro. That is not the funny girl.
Scarlett Johansson.
Anyway,
You guys, I'll figure it out. Go back to your thing.
I suggest get Plex. It's really fucking cool. So like all the digital down. Anyway, we got here because Game of Thrones is on there. All the seasons.
Oh,
so I can actually finally catch up.
I kind of need that because I mean, you need
'Cause I've
you
never
haven't
actually watched the
have
show.
you seen any episode?
Not one.
Her name is Anna Faris, by the
Anna
way.
Faris.
Oh, okay.
Asshole.
Here's my.
You mean scary movies, not
That's what it said.
Scream.
You.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
I'm
your fault.
sorry. I'm
Your
sorry.
fault. No, get it.
I'm the asshole. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I was like, you guys, scary movies with the mask.
Yes.
But that is
Anna
Scream.
Faris.
Anna Faris.
You said Scream.
I think Anna Faris is.
Did I say Scream?
You said Scream, not
Scream.
Scary Movie.
Yeah.
If you had said Scary Movie, I would have been able to
I
say
meant
Anna
the
Faris.
other
I think
way
you
around.
meant you said the scary movies and then you said Scream. So we thought you meant just horror movies in general.
I don't watch horror movies, Ryan. I'm sorry.
Okay. So Anna Faris, I think she's hilarious. However, she
She's
hasn't picked
funny.
great comedies lately.
No, I don't follow her, but I just know that like in certain as certain characters. Like I'm like I like her.
Yeah.
Like, she's salacious.
Rashida Jones is in that movie too.
Oh,
Tag. She's in Tag.
I love her.
She's got a
For
small
whole
part though.
different reasons.
But John Hamm fucking hilarious in that movie too.
I think he's good. Like I saw him in Bridesmaids. I was surprised because I was like, he's funny.
Yeah, he was hilarious. And
Yeah.
everyone, basically everybody but Ed Helms.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I will check out Tag.
It's
Go
pretty
check
funny.
out-
It's a good buddy comedy for real.
Nice.
Yeah.
We are not affiliated with Plex, but Ryan says check it out.
Plex is dope. But I got, like I said, I kind of got a little bit of a free trial kind of thing going on. So, you know, I only paid $5, and now I have unlimited movie, and it's adding new movies every day.
Check out as much as you can, and then eventually we'll watch new movies.
Every James Bond. Every Alien movie, every Predator movie, every Indiana Jones movie, every Star Wars movie. I watched Solo finally.
What'd you think?
I thought it was cool.
Okay, Solo ranked of all the Star Wars movies you've ever seen. Just put it in a place.
Star Wars movies?
You don't have to rank. Well, Star Wars related movies, not shows. Put it in the lineup. Don't have to rank anything else. Just give you a round.
Definitely not my favorite. You know, definitely lands in last place.
It's that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's my least favorite.
But
Star
it's
Wars
not.
movie.
I mean, it's a Star Wars movie, so I wasn't. I mean, I was still
barely.
What was
and
it?
I think it would be better if it wasn't Han Solo.
Yeah,
if it
me
were a
too.
standalone show or standalone movie that took place with a different character that we never knew.
But you can't
I
have a
would've liked it a lot
standalone
more.
without Solo.
I
Like
did-
Solo is standalone.
That's what sold it, and that's why I get it.
I don't like that.
I liked
either.
it. I didn't hate it.
Not Han Solo.
I don't hate it either, but I'm not like I'd rather.
I mean, actually, I really enjoyed it.
oh
I
damn,
did enjoy it.
I didn't
That's
really
fine.
enjoy it.
Yeah, everything's subjective. I'm
I
just
was
saying
like,
for me,
I was invested the whole
last
time.
last place, and I 100% would have enjoyed it better if it wasn't Han Solo.
I didn't like the weird love story.
I thought it was funny.
Also, the
There
way
was
he got
like
his
a
name.
little.
I thought that was cool.
No, it was not.
Why not? Why not?
You've seen it?
Yes.
Why not?
Somebody. Okay, it's been out long enough, so people listening and watching.
Why is that? What, I mean,
Some random Imperial officer just saying Han.
Yeah, he had no last
you're by
name.
Himself.
You're by
Han
yourself.
Solo.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
That was
fucking,
the
and then
stupidest shit.
dude, in Rogue One, they came up with their fucking the fleet name Rogue like right there because they were going Rogue.
That was my least favorite.
Fucking
part.
stupid.
And-
That's
But there
stupid
was
too.
there was a lot of parts that made up for it. Is what I'm saying.
Nah.
And in
I think
Mexico,
I'm-
you call
it's the same
dogs that
thing.
come to your house that you just adopt and click with Solovino because he came by himself and his name now is
Well, there you
Solovino.
go. See?
Solovino.
I had a dog named
Han,
You see, that's what I'm saying.
a pug named
Solovino
See?
means
Han
like
Cholo.
you can't. Han Cholo.
Whatever. We could have a whole
And
show about
it'll
this.
be like a Cholo Squinkle, those wild Mexican dogs.
yes.
Yeah.
This is
with
not Han Cholo.
Jedi.
all right, guys, I do have to go. I'm gonna pee.
All
one
right,
more
Ryan,
we're
time.
it's
peeing
been a
out.
delight
We
to meet
appreciate you being here.
It's nice to meet you.
Don't stop drinking the Pellegrino.
Don't
I
stop
know,
believing.
I know.
either.
But don't stop believing.
I gotta get my sandwich.
Yeah, you're good. Go. Everything's
Oh,
you're
here.
all good. Rossyo and I will wrap up the show. We got this. Boom.
We got this, you
This
guys.
is why I like at least 3 people. It's perfect.
It is perfect.
It
I have
is.
to bring Brianna or Stephanie next
Yeah,
time.
bring them. So we're gonna next week. We're gonna try and figure
For
out
our holiday, you think we
holiday
should
thing.
do like a Secret Santa
don't
and bring some friends?
Well, also your birthday is the 26th.
It's unboxing fucking day. I think it's Kwanzaa
Okay.
too.
Well, first of all, no one in the U.S. celebrates that. But
no, because
it's
a Canadian. No one in the
holiday.
world celebrates my birthday. So
Shut the fuck up.
I'm
Like,
serious. I never had a birthday party. Think about it. We're always on vacation.
I have a friend who
My-
also has.
My aunts jip the shit out of me. They'll be like, "Happy
That's
birthday, Merry
fucked
Christmas."
up.
And I'm like, "No."
Okay, so I have a friend who has their birthday very close to Christmas as well.
Okay.
I always give her the biggest gift because it's 2.
You're sweet.
I'm like,
That's not everybody.
And
Let me
I-
just tell you that.
and I'm like, this is for Christmas and your birthday, but it's a bigger, more expensive, whatever I think of. It's better. Like I'm like, you get a more thought out gift that has more money involved.
That is
whatever.
Yes.
Like
that's
I got her this
important.
super. She's into tea sets. I got her this super expensive
so
tea
cute.
set,
Like a heavy
and
kettle.
everyone else got like a $20. You know what I mean?
Yes.
She got her like a $70, $80 thing.
I'm
and
going
like,
to a
boom.
friend's Secret Santa. You're more than welcome. We'll invite you. Frank Babbage is actually watching us right now.
Shout out Frank Babbage.
We're doing all like what we do is like Secret Santa. We have like a maximum. It's $20. Nobody really like follows
okay.
that because we try to be just considerate. No, so many of those presents are so funny and cool that it's like people are literally like, no, can there be more rounds? Because there's always like enough bottles of alcohol for the people who are like, I just want that bottle of whatever.
Yeah.
And then there's so many things. There's kid things. There's things that are for the kids that you want. Because one time I knew I was fighting the kids hard, and I was like, I want the unicorn poop. And you guys better give me that. And I didn't get it. Someone else got it, but still.
Nice.
You got your stuff, Ryan?
All right, Ryan.
It's been
we
a
love
delight.
you. Have a good day.
Have a good day at work. Send us some documentation once
Of-
you get there.
Of
like
what?
like lifetime us, like when you get just like a day.
No, yeah,
a
fucking
day in the
Instagram
life
story.
of Ryan at work. But regardless,
we'd like to see you.
We would like to see you.
Also, Rosie's going to follow you at Ryan P. Demarest at Instagram.
I am. Aww. And then we'll tell him about our secret exchange Santa party later.
Boom, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, movie story on the actual movie news.
Okay, let's go.
We have The Mule coming in. Oh, yeah, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is #1, obviously.
Damn.
But it came in at a great, like, for what it was, over $35 million. Because of this, this is not an MCU movie. This is not a live-action movie. This is not a continuation of a story. It's a brand new story, animated, and it broke the record for highest grossing animated film in the U.S. for December. It's doing a great job, and I highly encourage anyone who is at all interested in this movie to check it out, because I will say you right now, this is my favorite Spider-Man movie. I'm actually going to go see it again tonight because I loved it so much, and I have more friends who want to check it out, and I'm going with them. #2, The Mule with fucking I hate when I get to this point because I can't think of things. The guy with the guns, old Western guy. Clint Eastwood.
Yes.
Yes.
I will help you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. The Clint Eastwood is in The Mule. Hi.
And also The Grinch is third. But let's get there after The Mule.
We will.
Okay.
So Clint Eastwood is in The Mule, who is basically, he's an old drug smuggler who basically got into the business. Got into the business because he couldn't afford his life. He couldn't afford his life.
It sounds like so many mule stories.
Exactly. So he got into this whole thing, and then eventually there's a lot of drama going on. He
Save the drama for your mom.
He has a lot of people after him, but they don't know it's him necessarily.
I like this.
So it could be crazy.
This is along my lines, like, because I like Narcos and I like this.
I would think that you would probably enjoy this.
Sicario and like all this.
Have you seen the trailer already?
No.
I'll show you that after.
Please.
And then #3, as you said.
I'm beating you.
Here.
Rude.
I filled that back up.
Okay.
All right, but
is that what happened?
Yes.
Okay, well, continue.
No, yeah. #3, as you said, Dr. Seuss's The Grinch. And that is
I told my daughter I wanted to watch that.
It's really cute. So are you a fan?
Well, I love Dr. Seuss. I love Dr. Seuss, period. I know entire Dr. Seuss books like verbatim, like how many things you can think. Like I know that book. But yeah, no. I love the live animated one, so to speak.
With Jim Carrey?
One, I love Jim Carrey, but I thought that one was phenomenal.
It's so good.
I love it.
It's very different, though, than all
It's so different. And a lot of people don't like it. They have like an aversion to that one.
Yeah, okay, so there's different things.
I don't care.
You have the original animated movie, or TV movie, so it was like 30, 40 minutes long, whatever. And then you have the Jim Carrey one, which is a feature-length film.
It's beautiful.
This is a feature-length film, but it's animated, and I think it's a perfect blend of both.
Yeah, I could tell because the fucking marketing for this one was so perfect.
It's really cute.
I was like, how are you guys so up? But I get it. But I was like, when they were saying like, stop moving to LA, it's already full.
I love that marketing.
I'm sorry you missed your audition appointment. Or like, sure, you're going to make it as an actor in Los Angeles.
You know what I find so interesting?
This is real. Yeah. Do you understand? This is very pessimistic, but it's a very genuine thought.
And there's so many people here that aren't trying to be even in the industry. They're just here. They're just here.
And we are just thinking these pessimistic thoughts.
Yeah, I know. We're like, why are you here?
You're here. You're doing. It's different.
I was born here, but I'm also trying to pursue it.
I don't need more of it. No, you're going. Like you're doing it. You are in the. Yeah.
Thank you. Salud.
You do. In the Mexican one, you do the pa arriba.
Oh yeah. But the
pa
thing is,
arriba,
I don't remember.
Pa abajo.
Pa abajo.
Pa dentro. And that's when you cheers.
every time?
You do para arriba, para abajo, para adentro, y para el centro. And then you bring in your belly. I really like this rum.
It's good. That's why I got it.
Drink this after.
So I have different rums that I have over here, but I thought this would be the best with this drink.
No, you're right.
Because it's smooth.
I don't like rum usually.
Yes.
Because we were talking about that Myers nasty tap water shit.
And that's fine. Like, if you like it, you like it. I personally don't like it, and you don't like it.
I tried our neighbor. She goes to Jamaica often, and she brings Jamaican eggnoggy shit. Holy shit!
God.
I will die for that shit.
Me too.
I'll kill for that.
So we will eventually have we are definitely going to have a holiday episode, and this is the first year I haven't brought an eggnog this close to Christmas.
I love eggnog, and I'm lactose intolerant, so it's fun for me to know that rum chata doesn't have lactose.
Also, it does.
No, it has a combination because it doesn't hurt my tummy.
100%.
Bitch.
I'm gonna ruin it from you.
It doesn't need to be refrigerated.
I'm gonna ruin it from you. But
give me the bottle.
Right here. Look at this. Real dairy cream.
It doesn't hurt my stomach, you guys.
And that's fine.
So real.
But I'm just saying,
really doesn't.
No, because most of us have a degree of lactose, but some things do
this
things.
does not hurt my tummy.
That's fine, but it does have lactose. So if you are actually,
does it have lactose or does it just
cream
have
is
weird
lactose.
real dairy?
No, real dairy cream.
Where are the nutrition facts in this?
It doesn't have to do it, but look, read the last thing.
I read it. Exactly. I trust you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I read it after you told me that thing, and I'm like, don't worry about it. No, but that's what I'm saying. Some things affect people differently because I'm also have a degree.
Yeah, like if I eat pizza,
I'm fine with cheese. I'm fine with pizza. I'm fine with this.
No good.
You know what's weird? Milk stouts. Beer brewed with lactose will fuck me up.
Same, but I'll drink it because it's so creamy and delicious. I had this green cheek beer. I think they're in Santa Ana.
Okay.
Green cheek. They do a lot of hazies, and I don't love a lot of them. But one of them I remember tastes like a creamsicle, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is going to not be good. But no, it was fine. Like, I drank it. It was fine. But when I eat like something with mozzarella, it's like,
really?
Or like blue cheese is the death of me.
I just had a bunch of cheese last night and I'm fine. But that's
I
that's what I'm saying. Everything's
bottle
different.
of rum chata
and
last
you're fine.
I'm fine.
That's what I'm saying. Everything affects people differently. My friend Ricky C, rest in peace.
Your candle went out.
Oh no.
No. Light it back up. Come on.
I don't have a lighter right here. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
We're almost done. We're almost done. Going through it. Let me just run through these. Dr. Seuss. That's number 3. Ralph Breaks the Internet.
I saw it finally.
Did you? Oh, that's right. We talked about it.
I love it.
It's good?
No, I thought the first one was cuter.
Yeah.
I thought Ralph was a little too needy in this one. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's like the main story arc is that he kind of needs. He's like, I like friends. He wants friends more.
That's
too much. Too much.
Like, my niece kept saying, it's like friendship is the storyline in this one. I was like, no. Like, I think it's more about like figuring out what you individually need because your best friend just realized, fuck, I
have my own life.
Yeah.
But
I
that's
didn't
the
like
thing. You have to be
but I
able
was
to
so
go
disappointed. I feel like Ralph would have not been like this clingy person.
I disagree.
You made this tough guy character be this thing. And that's fine. But I don't think he would have been that one.
Yeah.
I feel like he would have been cooler. Like, why do you have to make... It's not two spectrums.
Well,
it's like make him less clingy. He'll be cooler.
That's the thing. It's because it's a fictional character that can go in any direction. But
exactly.
I actually,
but they chose to make him so like sensitive.
And I kind of agree with what they did because I think that he
you
could
needed
have.
that.
No, I think he could have.
And they touched on that whole like that princess thing, this gender bias. They touched on a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I just felt like make him stronger. Like make us stronger. Make him stronger. There is a way to balance both the genders. You can't. Don't flip the scripts. Just make
balance
both of them.
The scripts.
Yes.
Got it. That might be another movie. It
maybe.
Could be.
Hopefully.
We'll see. Maybe Wreck-It Ralph 3 will be like, we're all on the same plane.
Now we're in the Ethernet.
There you go. And we belong together. We're all equal.
Or wavelengths or something else.
Yeah. We'll figure out we'll see if there's another one. But it made a good amount of money and I enjoyed it a lot.
That's good.
Last but not least, on top 5, actually I lied. It's Lily's. It looked horrible. We kind of called this the debut of Mortal Engines. It was that thing. Did you see the trailer where they were basically...
No, can we watch that?
We can after the show.
After the show, yeah.
They are in mobile cities.
What is that?
It's called Mortal Engines, and it's the weirdest fucking thing, and none of it looked good to me. Snapchat. What's up? Are we on video?
No, it's just a picture.
Okay. So.
Oh my god, you're so cute with long eyelashes.
Thank you. Mortal Engines is, it was basically cities became mobile, and they devour other cities for power. I don't know. It was weird. And it wasn't explained well, and it didn't look good, and it crapped the bed. It came in at number 5 in its first week with a measly $7.5 million domestically, and I don't see it going up anytime soon for sure. It does not look good at all. Bless you. Salud. Stop it.
I have allergies.
Wait, are you allergic to cats at all? That's the only we have a cat.
Allergies.
Oh, just things. Okay.
To things, pollen and things.
Don't worry. You're all good. You're fine.
You're fine.
You're good. But coming out this weekend, I am definitely going to see at least one, if not both of these movies, because I really want to.
Which ones? I wanna see one with you.
Aquaman.
Let's see that one together.
I'm down.
Please, you guys, hold us to it, because
Boom.
if he sees it without me and kills it.
I'm talking to you as soon as this show's over. We're going to find out. It is directed by James Wan, starring our man crush, probably, Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa. Amber.
You mean Khal Drogo?
Khal Drogo.
You mean the Khal?
Yes.
You know, I was watching this thing like, who would win between Khal Drogo and Aquaman? And
Aquaman.
Him as Aquaman. No, wait, you have to hear the rest. He's like, looking at him like, is this a serious question?
Yeah.
He's like, but Aquaman doesn't have any of his powers. And I said, so who would win a match between Khal Drogo and Khal Drogo? Like, what the fuck is this
That's
question?
a mortal versus a mortal.
What the fuck is this question, idiot?
That is interesting.
Even that guy was like, well, then I don't know.
I will say this. I believe if that were a serious question and no powers, I would say Khal Drogo because of the fact...
Because he's the real Khal Drogo?
Because he's trained.
Yeah, but there's no fair match.
I know, but I'm saying two trained mortals with the same...
I feel like you let Khal Drogo
everything.
with his wife Khaleesi, like him and living...
that's cheating.
No, that's not cheating. You control fucking water.
No, but you were saying no powers. No powers.
No, but I'm just saying if it's a fair fight.
Oh,
if
fair
it's
fight,
Aquaman and Khal Drogo is not a Superman.
No. But if you have dragons versus water.
It's fair. You can fucking drown them.
You could.
You could make the waves so high and bring these motherfuckers down. You can bring them so low.
I'm giving it to Aquaman.
I'm giving it to Aquaman 100%. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But if we're saying...
you have Khaleesi when I'm giving it to Aquaman. But then when he said,
it would be much
you don't
much
have
prettier.
Water powers, it's like, well, then Khal Drogo is going to win.
Because it's a trained fighter. He's
a
warrior. He's a warrior race versus...
he's an animal.
Yeah, versus a guy who can't do anything.
Yeah.
But, spear you with a thing.
It's like the trident.
Okay, and it's not trained. He just kind of picked it up.
Like Moana.
No, he's kind of... a little bit better than Moana. He's a little bit trained, but not by a warrior race. What is the fucking... What is the race for the fucking... thing?
It's the... No.
The Dothraki.
Dothraki.
They're a warrior race. Mm-hmm. But him as a half human, half Atlantean was not trained very much.
No.
Comparatively to the other ones that I'm drunk now. We got to keep going.
Yay!
And then coming in also, we got Bumblebee. Looks cute.
Again, this Bumblebee? I don't want to see
But it looks cute. It looks better than a lot of the other Transformers films.
You're right. I like Bumblebee very much.
So I'm going to check out both. You and I are going to check out Aquaman. Boom.
Yes.
And, all right, running through these movies, I honestly like these are
Wait, let's talk about the, what was the other one that we were going to say? So we said Grinch. We went to...
Oh, movies?
Yes.
Here, I'll go back to it. Grinch, Ralph Breaks the Internet, Mortal Engines.
Mortal Engines, that's the one.
Yes.
Oh, we're doing that after. So what is the story with that?
So it's essentially that cities... It's hard to
Are
describe.
disintegrating?
No, cities have become mobile. They put cities on top of like tanks that can go pretty fast. So they're mobile cities. But the part that I don't get is how they devour other cities for power.
Oh. Oh, they
Like-
steal their generators?
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe.
It doesn't make sense
Maybe
to me.
they do.
As someone who doesn't know the story, it's not based on a book that I know of. It's just, hey, there's a big city that devours little cities, and apparently that gives them power somehow.
Oh, damn.
I don't know how. I don't know how that's supposed to work. The story doesn't matter. There are no stars except for Hugo Weaving that I know of. It looks weird. I have less than 10% interest in this movie. But if you want to see it, because I have A-list.
It sounds fun.
Because I have A-list stuff. If you're down to see it, I'll watch it with you.
All right, fine. I think we should give that one a chance.
I would highly recommend if you don't have a subscription service.
But I got
why is it worth it?
Is it free?
What?
Is the thing?
No, A-list is you get 3 movies per week for $20 a month, but you get other perks and it's per week.
No, it's not
3
my
weeks.
budget right now, Garrett. But
I know.
later,
I'm saying
later.
it was like 3 weeks. So basically,
Can you take a guess? Is there plus ones?
Not yet. Well, 3 a week. So $20 a month.
Oh
So
shit,
that's 4
3 a
weeks.
week.
That's what I'm saying.
Are you watching 3 a week though?
I'm watching 2 right now.
Hey, that's still good.
But let's say like right now you have Aquaman and Bumblebee coming out,
and you have the Mule,
and I still want to see. Let's say I want to see Mortal Engines.
Yeah.
That means I can see all 3 of those this week, and then come Sunday I can watch 3 more.
Jeez, okay.
And then the next Sunday 3 more.
Yeah, that is worth it.
And for $20 a month.
But it depends on the season. Can you unsubscribe on a whim? Like, can you do something?
From what I know, you have to at least commit for the first 3 months.
3 months? Oh, that's easy.
But
you do it during holiday season.
I don't know about the freezing process.
Yeah,
it's not like a gym, but it might be. You have to I have to look up. But
okay.
For $20 a month, that's essentially a ticket and a half, depending on where you're living or what you're doing. Because you can also see IMAX, you can see Dolby, you can see all those big things that are like $15, $20 but tickets.
No way.
$15, $20
3D
tickets.
too?
Yes. I just
You
watched.
don't pay like a surcharge?
None at all.
Yeah.
I just watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse in IMAX for free, essentially.
Okay.
So it was included, is
Sign
what I'm
me
saying.
up.
Whereas the ticket itself would have been like $15.
Exactly. No, not for IMAX, like $21.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Depending on where you're living.
Yeah.
The only thing is, obviously, it's AMC only. Where I live,
I don't care.
I have 5.
I have Santa
around me.
Anita
And
I have Burbank, like
Right here-
within a less than 10-mile radius.
within 2 blocks.
Well, you're luckier
Yes,
than I am.
Exactly.
So
I have Atlantic
whatever.
Times Square right here. You have Santa Anita over there, Montebello over there, all the other ones around us. So it's very practical for me to do it. Tonight, I'm actually going to go check out Spider-Man again.
What time?
7:45. You want to come? Oh, are you going to?
No,
what time are you going to see?
I'm going to see Deadpool with my daughter
When?
at 4.
5, 6.
We'll get out at 6:30. Ah, you're tempting me with a good time now.
If you can come.
Where are you going to watch it?
Here.
Fuck.
If you can come,
I don't know if I'm going to be in a state of like wanting to drive back into this fucking shitty
You live
driver's
30 minutes away.
county.
You have 30 minutes away.
It can be an hour away when you're driving during holiday week. Fucking people getting out of school at 12, and then me being on the street that's probably never traffic.
I'll talk to you later about this, but it's closer to you.
Thank
It's
you.
that way.
Okay,
You live that
okay.
way. I
We'll
live that way.
figure
We'll talk
this
about that. But yeah, so then Grinch, Ralph, that's what it is. Mortal Engines. None of it looked good ever. None of it turned me on as far as the
I don't want
movie
to see
goes.
it then. I don't want to see it.
Whatever. This we'll probably talk about next week, but Hellboy trailers should arrive about Thursday, and that's for the new one. Have you ever seen the other Hellboys?
I saw him.
This is going to be a brand new sort of
I like
reboot.
Hellboy.
It's going to be a reboot.
I like it.
I like it too.
Yeah.
I wish they would do a third one.
I'm into it.
Not everyone.
I like
into it.
Blade. I like
Yes.
weird shit.
I'm into all of that.
Yeah, I'm into all of that.
Apparently, the next Netflix cancellations of Daredevil and all those
No,
Marvel.
I don't care.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
I actually don't care.
Well, here's the thing, because we all heard that Disney was starting their own streaming service, and then Netflix canceled all of these Netflix Marvel TV shows, and a majority of us thought that it was because they're gonna move over to Disney, but apparently it wasn't. It was Netflix trying to get rid of a lot of things that basically they have to pay for, licensing.
Oh, so they're just trying to cut costs. They're like, fuck this shit.
But
I'm
also
not
the
trying
fact
to
that
trying to pay this shit.
they're like, this is not our property. We don't want it anymore.
We don't want these copyright.
But what's interesting
responsibilities
is that those shows cannot move to Disney for at least another 2 years.
Why?
For their licensing agreement, their contract.
You know that I'm obsessed with candles.
Are you? I did not know that. No.
You didn't, but then I noticed it before Ryan brought it up, and I was like, "Oh my god, we have the candles
nice.
tonight."
All right,
and
well, I'll put a candle on for every episode you're on.
Please.
Yeah.
I'll bring them. I will.
I have
will
a lot of
front.
You
the
can bring
candles.
some more if you want, though.
I have specific smells.
What? Okay, so what smells do you like?
Like sea salt, cactus. I like sea minerals. I like eucalyptus. I like
you said
like
semen, and my 12-year-old brain laughed.
I
What's
like-
the smell of sea salt?
I like Christmas tree smell, piney, like balsam and fir.
Interesting. Okay.
I like things. I like smells.
I have essential oils in my room. I want to see if you like, because I just bought a diffuser. I'm gonna bring them out of the room.
We're not. You guys, this is premium.
Yes.
This is Snapchat premium.
Snapchat premium over there.
We're not.
Yeah, but I like all these oils. I was like interested in seeing. Yeah.
You
also,
don't get this exclusive view.
This is Rossio's premium Snapchat with candles. But yeah, so like the Netflix shows are like, I thought a lot of us thought that was because Disney was bringing them over, but no, Netflix is like, no, if you're gonna start your own service, if Netflix is like, you're gonna start your own service and most likely not give us more stuff, fuck it,
fuck you, yeah,
canceled.
You know what? All these streaming services have been so loyal and amazing to us. Like you showing me Nordsman.
Yeah. Did you watch any more?
I am halfway through the second episode because I rewatched the first one.
Nice.
Equally loved it. Yes. But I had to get through Narcos. I had to get through. I'm watching Mars. I'm watching a lot of things. So then with that, I'm like, I feel like that's something we can watch together. I don't know. Like, I feel like you watched it all. But
no, I love that show. I'll watch it with you.
It's so funny. But did you watch the Drunk History?
No, I haven't.
Please.
Is it on Netflix?
No, I think it's on Hulu.
I have
but
that too.
It's very short. It's very short.
I'm down if it's on Hulu. Here's the thing. This is one of the points that I wanted to get to is the fact that there's so many streaming services now that it's essentially recreating, if not enhancing, the bill for a cable show.
Not
package.
even.
Package.
Like, unless cable wants to start doing this stuff.
No, the amount of money you're paying. So think of it.
Prime.
Amazon
Prime.
Amazon Prime. Okay, good. So Amazon Prime, Hulu, Netflix.
Oh, there's
Disney,
already. Do you know
DC.
that there are financing apps that already tell you like, oh, you're paying for all these subscriptions for so much. Why don't you subscribe to us and we'll tell you like, look, for cheaper, there's a membership to this. There's already people like moving in on this that aren't the TV subscribers.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they want to link up. But then there's other people trying to link them up.
And that's the smart way to go.
But is
probably.
it? Like, I feel like I'm not feeding
but
into
still,
it.
It's a cable package.
I want to support the ones that I do love versus like, no, I'm going to support all of them and then get a cheaper one. But in the meantime, I'm going to pay more for everything so that everyone at the end gets everything for cheap. Like, no, I'm just going to pay $15 for HBO for everything I want to watch and then commit to like the things I want to watch.
But that's the thing is, it's like if you have one show, like so for instance, I have one show that I desperately want to watch when it comes out on the DC Universe subscription channel.
What is it? The Flash?
No, it is Young Justice.
Ooh.
Which is an amazing show that was on regular TV for a long time. Then
never watched it.
Then I would highly recommend it.
Okay.
Truly, especially with your daughter. Highly recommend it. Plus, what they said after a very long time that they're gonna bring you another season, but it's only on the fucking subscriptions network.
I don't like that.
So I'm like, oh my god. And so that's how they get you. Also, they have Titans, which I'm curious about. Ryan just gave me this awesome comic.
Oh my god, my daughter loves Teen Titans.
They're so cool.
So I'm gonna tell Isla, like, do you know that they are in the DC universe?
Yes.
It's on that network. Like, and she'll tell me, Mom, yes, I do know.
I do know.
But then I'll be like, but Thanos is in there. I'm like, oh my
Thanos
goodness.
is not. Okay,
He was he was on the cover of your thing. Yeah.
Wait, give me that. That's not Thanos. Hold on. I'm sorry. I just realized what was going on. This might be Darkseid.
No, it's Thanos.
That's a different. That's not Thanos. I'm sorry.
That's Thanos.
No, don't worry. We're talking about. That's not Thanos. Because Thanos.
Who is this Hulk man?
Thanos is in Marvel.
Who is this guy then?
This is DC.
Who is this man?
That is actually an Omega Man, and I'll tell you about them after.
Aww.
Okay.
So it's not Thanos?
No.
Damn it.
I didn't realize that when we first started for whatever reason. I remember you saying
like,
that.
We need to get on with the show. Here, put it right here.
Yeah, just not where. Yeah, exactly. That's fine.
Not where your brother's gonna sit on it.
Yeah. But yeah, so Thanos is in Marvel. Darkseid's in DC, and they're very similar. But this is no Mega Man. This is very different. Oh, I have to pee so bad, so we're gonna
go.
No, we're speeding through.
We're gonna finish this.
Speeding through. Oh, I want to talk about Roma for a little bit. Did you know you can see it on Netflix?
Yes.
Did you see it yet?
I saw it twice.
Oh my god. How is it?
Okay. We can talk about this after too. I feel like I have to see it again. Yes, good.
Okay.
But it's like that last Daniel Day-Lewis movie for me because I love There Will Be Blood. And when I saw that fashion design one, it stressed me out. Like, it was so slow and it was so depressing. And this, to me, was like, you're so slow and you're so depressing. Cinematography-wise, you are beautiful.
True.
There's no confusion that all these, like, actors' abilities are artistic, like, expressions. But I don't know. I feel like every time I've watched it, I've been drunk and I need to be like just high and like not and slow
not sober,
or
but
something.
Just high. Okay, good.
Or something.
Something
like,
different.
It's not pulling me.
Got it. So it wasn't what you
but
thought
it's
it was.
Beautiful. It is
But it's
beautiful.
pretty.
Like the cinematography is beautiful.
Okay.
Like I get it, but it's too slow for
So
me.
you can check out Roma, which we talked about last week, on Netflix, which I thought was interesting. I didn't know that until I clicked it yesterday, and it's like Roma on Netflix. I'm like, what? That's awesome.
And you haven't watched it?
Not yet, because I was yet last night.
Okay.
I had just gotten off of
I
a
think
12-hour
the day it
shift.
aired for the first time was
12-hour shift. I checked my fucking things. I'm like, all right, I don't gotta sleep now.
Oh.
And then I woke up and I started the show. Moving forward, that's more for Ryan. Did you ever watch The Dark Crystal?
No.
All right. Well, they're doing a sequel on Netflix, and we got the first look at them. They look very interesting, very similar. This is all practical puppets.
I don't like that.
And I will. You don't
creepy.
like it?
No, I don't know.
Oh no, it's creepy for
creepy.
sure. It's Jim Henson-esque. It's puppets. It's gonna be dark. You have to see The Dark Crystal. I will
We'll
let
see
you know
it
more
after.
about it. Check that out.
Okay. So
Have you seen Dora the Explorer?
Yes.
They are making a live-action Dora the Explorer movie, and Benicio del Toro has just been cast as the villain, Swiper.
I am watching this without a doubt. Have you ever seen the memes of like, this is Dora growing up? These like super like.
Oh fuck yeah!
and
There's
I'm
so
like,
many. I will also say
like we grew up on this shit. Stop.
I've seen a few videos on some of the sites that we were talking about that may or may not have involved Dora, and I'm like,
were they good ones?
Some of them were pretty
Can
good.
you imagine? Then there's gonna be Swiper, Dora,
Swiper all up
and
in that.
Boots.
First of all, I love the fact that the ad right here is just all lingerie.
This is
amazing.
amazing. Oh, if you like this, you might like this spicy lingerie.
There are some fetish lovers talking about Dora.
I'm
and
telling
it's creepy.
you.
But you know, and there's a live action movie, and Benicio del Toro is now Swiper. Last but not least, I was talking about Into the Spider-Verse. We actually kind of talked about this in the beginning. There will be a sequel already greenlit that has to do with Miles Morales and the Gwen Stacy character, which are in the trailers. So there's not like new characters. But there's a lot of stuff that they're delving into because of the success so far of the movie, as well as where the actual storyline leads to. Right. I'm not going to lead into any spoilers. Obviously, you haven't seen it.
Oh my
I
God,
have.
My boyfriend's mom is watching us.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So wait, has she seen this movie?
She's so cute. I don't know what movie she's
okay.
watching.
Well, if she's seen it, go ahead and check out the Spider-Man into the Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. It's okay. We're ending right now. Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. It is an amazing movie. I'm going to check it out again this weekend, and it's going to be continuing. So I highly recommend checking it out.
So tell us why you loved the Spider-Verse.
I will, without spoilers.
Without spoilers.
Spider-Man.
What, in short, what made it
Spider-Man
awesome?
Into the Spider-Verse actually tapped into a lot of great stuff about different characters.
Because that's the entire idea of it, right?
Exactly.
It's like the different dimensions.
Exactly.
Right?
So into this one, it is essentially a different dimension spider people. Not necessarily men, women.
Just characters that people create. No matter
Spider
what.
characters.
Is Spider Pig in there?
Yes. His name is Spider Ham. Spider Ham
is in there.
Very much like a Looney Tunes character.
How cute. Yeah, that's what I got. I
Yes.
got a little Porky Pig.
Exactly.
I did.
There is a little play in there with the Porky Pig thing.
Spider Pig.
Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig can. So, the fucking movie, the movie is so good, and that's what I'm saying is that I it's rare that I'm like I am without a doubt gonna go see this multiple times. I would love to. Every time someone invites me and I can, I will go see this movie. It's so good.
Cool.
And
then
there's
Isla
Easter eggs.
and I will invite you to come and see
thank
it.
you. I appreciate it. There
Next
are
time.
Easter eggs in this movie for a lot of stuff. And again, as a lot of you know, the late great Stan Lee, he does have a cameo in this movie.
I know.
And it's so good. It's so good just to have another cameo that he's known for doing so good. I'd highly recommend it. I'm not going to say any more about the storyline. I just can't say that I liked it enough. With that said, I will say thank you so much for listening and watching. I will thank our guest Rossyo for coming on the show, Ryan for actually making time to come be on the show.
So patient.
I also want to shout out our friend Solar Haze. They will be having an album release party on 4/20 this next coming year, 2019. We will talk about a lot more, but right now I want to let you know that if you are a fan of them, definitely keep that in mind. And if you don't know about them, check out our previous episode and previous episodes involving them. They are amazing people, great music.
Oh, who are they?
Solar Haze.
Solar
Haze. They're wonderful. Think of more of a trancey. They call themselves a little bit of stoner metal. Really good music,
like
though.
psychedelic metal.
Yeah, they got signed to Metal Assault label, and they're such awesome people. And if you are into that sort of genre, check them out. Of course, you can check them out. Just type in Solar Haze. You can check them out on Metal Assault, of course. And they will be having an album release party April 20th, 4/20, if you know what that means. And we'll talk about that more next week and the upcoming weeks as well. I appreciate you for watching and listening. Thank you so much. Follow us at Humpcast everywhere you can. Me personally at Garrett_AM Lee. And Rossyo doesn't want you to follow her, so don't do it.
Don't follow me, you guys.
Don't do it. But we appreciate her for being here. We love you. And on that note, we will see you next time for our holiday special.
We're going to have a secret Santa that's going to be so off the hook.
All alcohol.
We're going to be stripping off of a white elephant pole.
Exactly.
Trunk. It's a trunk.
It's a trunk.
And then we strip tease off of the trunk. We give the presents. They shoot out of the trunk. There's glitter. There's things. There's so much.
And you can catch that on our premium Snapchat. Premium Snapchat.
Premium swipe up.
Swipe up. We love you. Good night.
Bye.